All right, welcome everybody. Congratulations, happy Friday. My name is Marnie Hernandez and we will be doing the Hawaiian Islands together, the certification, okay? This is on a Travel Agent Academy. And if you're just beginning now, yeah, Hawaiian Islands is it. Yes, go ahead and click there. If you haven't joined us before, guys, let me go ahead and share with you. On my YouTube channel here, you can see we had already started Hawaii. We have Hawaii Certification Part 2, Hawaiian Island Certification Part 1. So guys, you can catch up on that. But this week we were trying to finish up. And what happened is on Hawaii, we have the islands we still have to finish up before we can get certified. So that's what we're doing today. I don't know, is Diane on here? Yes, because Diane just did all the training, so she's got the answers. She's my amazing helper, along with some of the other leaders here. So again, welcome everybody. So again, what you're gonna do is click on the Hawaiian Islands. And then as you see, we go down here, resources, training, etc. So what we're gonna do is go to education, and then you're gonna click on courses, okay? And look here, guys, FAM trips. Who doesn't wanna go on a FAM trip to Hawaii? All right, so you're gonna click on courses. So here, to view your progress or download your certificates, go to your dashboard. We don't want to do that because we want to go into the training. Again, if you have questions, we're all here to help you. If I go too fast or if we're listening to a video or something, go ahead and put in the chat box, wait for me, or what was the answer to this one or something, okay? Yeah, if we're going too fast, then let me know. Okay, so again, all I did was went from Hawaiian Islands. You're gonna click from, the screen, the course catalog. You can go to destination. And then you're gonna do the arrow and it's gonna say Hawaiian Islands. So you're gonna click there. And then that's going to take you into our training. All right. And then from here, you're going to go up here to education. No, Angela, you don't have to just register. You can go where we're going. You can just go back and finish the other ones. I think you should be able to still go into the islands. If you go here to courses, you should be able to get on it. I didn't register. No worries. No, Sean, you can get in and do it. It's very quick to register, okay? It's very quick to register. You just have to click on the link that I put in there. Very easy, guys. You can get signed up right away. Click that link right now, and then I'll show you. Go ahead and go right here to log out, and then you're gonna go my profile, I'll show you. So just click there and all you do right here, very easy, one page, one thing to fill out. You put your information. You put the website, your website. I just put my Evolution website. You're an outside agent. I just put my annual sales at 250. Maybe I should increase that since I'm starting to book now, thanks to Diane. You're going to put the IATA number, okay? The IATA number. Remember, guys, this is something you're going to need on a daily basis, okay? Write this one down. All right. And then here, what are you associated with? We have an IATA number. I also have a CLIA card, so I marked both of those, okay? And then right here, the consortia, Travel Leaders Network. That's it, guys. Just those things put in there. You don't have to fill this out. Yes, yes, yes. And now you're registered, okay? Very easy. Let me know if anybody has questions or having an issue. Oh, look at that. I just got paid. Sorry, we were just talking about that because we took money out of our e-wallet. It's like, when do you get paid? I was just telling Nicole Alvarez, It'll probably be on later this afternoon. And as soon as she hung up, I got my money.
Marnie, I'm having issues. It's asking me when I click on education, it's asking me for my email address and a password.
Okay, don't click on education yet. make sure, just do, did you sign up already?
Yes, I'm already signed up.
Okay, so now when you sign up, you're gonna go ahead and go to my dashboard.
My dashboard, let's see.
Not my dashboard, let me go back. Here we go, course catalog, go to course catalog.
Okay.
No, Farrah, it doesn't matter. And Tiffany, no worries. We're waiting for you guys. All right, go to course catalog. Make sure it's showing up here. You're logged in.
I gotta
Don't worry.
I gotta re-log in.
Okay, don't worry.
Okay. Now I'm at course catalog.
Okay, so it says you're logged in. So you go to course catalog. I would go to destinations.
Okay.
And then just click Hawaiian Islands.
Okay.
Get started.
Okay.
Now it may, I don't know, it may have you register for the Hawaiian Islands since I'm already done some. It may ask you to register, and if so, just register again with the Hawaiian Islands.
Okay. All right. Because that's what it's asking me.
Okay, yeah. So register or put your information in.
And you know, I don't know it because guess what?
Okay, look here.
My Surface saves my passwords.
Okay, just right here, do it right here. Account info, you just put United States, your email, you're a travel agent.
No. It's just asking me for my email and the password. So okay. I'm trying to see what is the password. I used.
Hey, Diane, I know you did these trainings. How many do you think we can get through today? 2 or 3, or should we do the long one first? What do you recommend?
It doesn't matter to me. I think you can do them all. Short. I told you because the last ones are shorter.
Okay. So we'll just go in order?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, I lost. How did you get there? Okay, again, here is the link, guys, right here. Oops. So you're going to go into Travel Agent Academy. You're going to register. You're going to put the IATA number right here. You're going to say you're an outside agent. You're going to put your annual sales. I just had it at 250, whatever you feel. You're going to put the IATA number. That's it. Copy right here. And then you're going to go down here to IATA. And then right here, Consortia, Travel Leaders Network, and then register, bam, okay? Very simple. Once you get registered, go to Course Catalog. And then go to Hawaii under Destinations. These are ones we do every Wednesday. So once you get registered, you'll be access to all of these, okay? And then you go to Hawaiian Islands, click Get Started. Some of you may have to re-register here because I've already signed up here. And then we're going to go ahead and go to Education and click Courses. Okay, Lynn, what's the issue you're having? What screen are you on that you're having an issue logging in? Okay, so click on the link, Travel Agent Academy, click sign up, and then just fill out that information that I showed you. Right here, very easy, your information. Is that the screen you're on? All right, and then you register, and then you go to Hawaii, and you have to register with Hawaii. So again, course catalogs, destination, and then Hawaii. If you're not registered, go ahead and register with Hawaii, and then go to education. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. If somebody else can follow the chat box, let them know. Remember guys, what happens is a lot of times we will just read or listen to videos. And then when we get to the test, hopefully everybody will be caught up and we can do the test together, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and go down here to continue learning path, okay? All the way down on the Hawaii education courses. Continue learning path. So as you see here, I've completed these 2 courses, past and past. But then you go down here and we have to do the islands. The company is Archer Travel. All right, so we're gonna start with Kauai. Kauai, okay. Go ahead, hit continue. And as you see here, I'm gonna play an audio, okay? So again, just listen. Don't worry, I'm not seeing that page. Okay, so again, so you guys can see my screen. Mine doesn't say that because I haven't done the other ones yet. So it won't let you get down there?
No, I think I lost how to get there. I'm on the courses page, but I think I got lost after that.
Okay, go to courses.
Mm-hmm.
Go all the way down to continue learning path. And then you have this one. It's showing elective, required, okay? But then down here, continue, required. It may, because it says expert, but if it doesn't allow you, then maybe you do have to finish it.
Yeah,
The first ones, if so, they're right here in my YouTube channel. Right here, Hawaii Cert Part 2, Hawaii Cert Part 1. And guys, you know, and I apologize, these are ones that we have to catch up on. So, and here's my YouTube channel so you guys can catch up on it. There you go. Do I have to complete everything? Yeah, again, to get certified with these, you have to complete all the trainings to get your certification, just like Disney. So if you look at my YouTube channel, all that is in there.
Welcome to Certification 3 of the Hawaii Destination Specialist Training Program.
Oops.
In the first certification, we gave you an overview of Hawaii, including the reasons for selling it to your clients. We talked about the accommodations, geography, culture, and history, plus the activities and attractions on each of the 6 major islands.
Okay, so if you're not able to get in this, if any of the new people, I apologize. Go into my YouTube channel, start on the 1 and 2 ones, because if we don't finish, then you can at least catch up on the other ones with us. But that's all it is. You just follow through. The answers are right there for you. And then as soon as we're done here, I'm going to go ahead and it is Travel Leaders Network. And then I will have this up on my YouTube channel today.
In Certification 2, we explored the main traveler types that comprise the Hawaii customer, as well as how to market to them and provide unforgettable experiences. To wrap it up,
welcome to the Hawaii Destination Specialist Program, Certification Number 1, an introduction to the Hawaiian Islands. This certification consists of 6 chapters, each designed to help you, our travel professional partners, seize the...
Now it's time for more in-depth training on each of the major islands. We'll dig deep into the history and cultural significance of each island, plus the attractions, events, and activities that make it a rewarding destination for you and your clients. Certification 3 and its 4 chapters are devoted to Kauai, while other certifications address Oahu, Maui Nui, which is Maui, Molokai, and Lanai, and Hawaii Island. So let's get started.
All right, so yeah, again, if you can't get into this, then get into the YouTube and catch up on the other ones that we've already done, and then you can catch up with us on this one.
Not been to Hawaii before, it's almost certain that the Hawaii they envision looks and feels a lot like Kauai. The island so personifies the ideal of tropical paradise that countless movies and TV productions have been filmed on Kauai. With its natural backdrops of white sand beaches, lush rainforests, and groves of coconut palms, Kauai has been used to portray everything from the prehistoric environments of Jurassic Park to the mythical Balihae of South Pacific. Kauai's natural beauty is only part of what will give first-timers a memorable introduction to the Hawaiian Islands. Its quaint small towns are relaxed places where they can mingle with the locals and learn about the island's unique history. A few of the unscripted experiences that await include meeting with local artists in their studios during the Hanapepe Friday Night Festival and Art Walk, or catching a local slack key guitar performance at the Hanalei Community Center.
Are you guys able to hear okay?
For the traveler seeking all or just some of what Kauai provides, soft adventure, a connection with nature, relaxation, and the most romantic setting possible, one visit will very likely whet their appetite for more. Kauai is the kind of place where memories are made. Send a couple to Kauai on their honeymoon, and it's likely they'll want to return in subsequent years. They may want to rekindle the experience, renew their vows, or even introduce their children and grandchildren to this place that marked a milestone occasion. For clients with busy or stressful lives, the sense of renewal that Kauai provides could well be something they want to repeat on a regular basis. Just the anticipation of visiting Kauai and knowing that there will soon be a welcome break in a hectic routine can have a healing effect. And for those who love outdoor recreation and soft adventure, one visit to Kauai barely scratches the surface of all there is to experience on the island. Whether it's hiking through Waimea Canyon, kayaking down one of the many rivers, ziplining over a rainforest, or exploring the Naupali coast on a Zodiac raft, they can't possibly see and do it all on one visit.
All right, so takeaways. For most of your clients, Kauai is truly what they are envisioning when they think Hawaii. Be sure to recommend Kauai as a perfect destination for those seeking romance. The gentle breezes and lush greenery are an open invitation to relax and slow down. For those seeking an outdoor experience, one trip will definitely whet their appetites and ensure a return trip to experience more. So we completed chapter 1 of Kauai. Let's go ahead and do the quiz. Kauai is ideal for clients seeking a relief from the fast-paced life. True or false? Okay, it's interaction, guys. Let me hear your answers. It's true, right?
Hold on, I was doing other stuff.
Kauai's population centers tend to be quaint, small towns.
Hold on, I just took a picture of my leg.
All right, we got true.
I gotta find it on my phone, hold on.
Okay. Which of the following is not true about Kauai? It is a prime romantic destination. That's true. It is a great destination for outdoor adventure. Many TV shows and movies have been filmed there. Kauai has little to offer in the way of local art. I would probably say 4. What do you guys think? Or D?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking D. Yep. Okay, perfect. A client who honeymoons on Kauai is not likely to make a repeat visit. That's
false.
False. Yes. Kauai fits the image of what many first-time visitors have of Hawaii. True? True. Yeah. All right. We passed. Congratulations. Now see how easy that is, guys? Let's go. Next section. All right. Chapter 2.
Welcome to Chapter 2 and Certification 3, your in-depth training on Kauai.
It's always too fast.
In Chapter 2, we'll explore some of the specific reasons why your clients will enjoy Kauai. We'll review the basics, including transportation and key resort areas, and we'll give you a sense of the history and place that help define our island. Then, we'll provide a comprehensive overview of some of the destination's truly signature attractions. So, let's get started. Whether your clients are seeking outdoor adventure, the chance to unwind in an environment of natural beauty, or perhaps a bit of both, Kauai has what they're seeking. The oldest of the islands, Kauai is blessed with a stunning landscape formed by time and the elements. A place of dramatic coastal cliffs, deep canyons, lush green valleys, and spectacular gardens that are both natural and man-made. While it lacks large population centers, Kauai is not lacking in superb accommodations, shopping, dining, and activity options for visitors. Complementing while not overwhelming their stunning natural settings, the island's resort areas offer some of the most upscale hotels in the Hawaiian Islands, as well as condominiums, retreats, and other properties designed for a variety of tastes and budgets. Restaurants run by Hawaii Regional Cuisine, HRC chefs, are well represented here, along with everything from Asian noodle houses to local spots for grabbing a plate lunch or shave ice. As for things to do, Kauai offers everything from ambitious hikes in remote areas or mountain tubing to inspirational strolls through botanical gardens and nature preserves. Ziplining, zodiac raft tours, and ATV touring are great ways for adventurous visitors to enjoy areas where rental cars will not take them. Towns in Kauai tend to be laid back and charming, offering plenty of art galleries, historic attractions, and other places to explore. Along with Lihue, the major seat of commerce and government, Kapa'a, Koloa, Waimea, and Hanalei are among a few of the delightful communities clients will enjoy. Kauai's air gateway is Lihue Airport, LIH, which has direct and non-stop service from the U.S. mainland, as well as frequent inter-island service from Honolulu International Airport and Kahului Airport on Maui. Flight time between Honolulu and Lihue is approximately 30 minutes. Clients who arrive on Kauai by cruise ship will dock at Na'vililili Harbor, also located in Lihue. Car rental is the best transportation option on Kauai, giving clients the most flexibility for touring the island's scenic places. Road and traffic conditions on Kauai are good. However, it's important to let clients know that the majority of this island is not accessible by car. They should not think they can drive around the entire island. Because of the lack of freeways, it's also important to let clients know they should not calculate drive times based on miles. Reserving a rental car in advance is essential, as there can be car shortages during times of high occupancy. Taxis, limos, tour bus transportation, and shuttles are available as well. In some cases, stops may be limited, however. Although the Kauai bus is the island's public transportation option, offering scheduled bus service in and between major population areas, including Hanalei, Lihue, Kekaha, and Wailua, it is not necessarily the best option for your clients, since many stops are not necessarily convenient for visitors. Some of Kauai's most spectacular areas, most notably the rugged interior of Kauai and the 17-mile Napali coast, are not accessible by car. In fact, nearly 80% of the island is only visible by air, by boat, or on an eco-tour. Aerial tours of Kauai are among the most breathtaking in the world, while ATV touring, ziplining, kayaking, horseback riding, and boat excursions are other options for enjoying otherwise inaccessible places. There are 5 major resort areas on Kauai. The most upscale resort areas are Princeville on the North Shore and Poipu on the South Shore. Both offer a mix of hotels, villas, and condominiums, along with golf, tennis, spa, water sports, shopping, and dining. The east side of the island, also known as the Royal Coconut Coast, extends north of Lihue and offers offers hotels and condominiums to suit a variety of budgets, as well as shopping and dining. The fourth resort area is the Kalapaki area in Lihue. It offers a variety of activities, shopping, and accommodation options. The last resort area is the west side of Kauai. Accommodation options are somewhat more limited to quaint cottages and vacation rentals, but there are ample boutique shops, galleries, and restaurants available here too. Throughout all 5 resort areas, you can also find bed and breakfasts and vacation rental properties. Each of these resort areas offer easy access to a variety of services, attractions, activities, and dining options. Kauai is the oldest of the Hawaiian Islands, a fact that is evident in a landscape that took millions of years to mature into lush tropical perfection. The island was formed by a single shield volcano that eroded over the ages to reveal such dramatic features as Waimea Canyon, the cathedral-like spires of the Naupali Coast, and the white sand beaches so alluring to visitors today. Kauai's distant past is linked to stories of the Menehune, a mythical race of small people with a talent for architecture and construction. Legend has it that they built roads, bridges, temples, aqueducts, and fish ponds all over the island in just one night. Today, such sites as the Menehune Fish Pond near Na'vilibili and the Menehune Ditch in Waimea commemorate this legend. When Captain James Cook became the first known European to reach Hawaii in 1778, it was at Kauai's Waimea Bay where he came ashore. The statue of Captain Cook stands today in Waimea town. During this era of Western discovery, King Kamehameha the Great succeeded in unifying the Hawaiian Islands under his control, all except for Kauai and neighboring Niihau. Kauai eventually joined the unified kingdom in 1810 through the signing of a treaty by Kauai's King Kaumualii and King Kamehameha the Great. Western influences came to Kauai during the early years of the 19th century, most notably with the arrival of missionaries from New England and the start of sugarcane production. The story of the missionaries and their legacy is told at the Waioli Mission House, a 19th century National Historic Landmark on Kauai's North Shore. Hawaii's first sugar plantation, Koloa Plantation, opened in 1835 and continued operation until 1996. Sugar production, followed by pineapple, were the driving forces of Kauai's economy, bringing waves of immigrants from Japan, China, Korea, the Philippines, and Portugal to work in the fields. Today, your clients can learn about this era in a variety of ways, including exploring points along the Koloa Heritage Trail, a tour of Grove Farm Sugar Plantation Museum, visiting Kilohana Plantation, and even tubing through the old irrigation ditches. As sugar and pineapple production waned, tourism began to take over as Kauai's prime economic force in the mid-20th century. The island's first major hotel, Cocoa Palms Resort, opened in 1953. Elvis Presley's Blue Hawaii, partially filmed in Cocoa Palms, gave the island major exposure in 1961. The resort areas of Poipu and Princeville followed in the 1970s and 1980s. Now, we'll look at some of the attractions Kauai has to offer in its various regions. Lihue and Na'vilibili. Here are some of the signature attractions in this area. Kalapaki Beach Resort Area. With a mix of both upscale resorts and moderate hotels, condominiums, and vacation rentals, this area offers a full range of amenities, including dining, golf, and such water sports as surfing, paddleboarding, and kayaking. Its Na'vilibili Harbor is an important marina, and it's where cruise ships dock when they call in Kauai. Kauai Museum. Clients with an interest in Kauai history, geology, and wildlife will enjoy the exhibits in this small museum in downtown Lihue. They'll see feather lei, Hawaiian and missionary artifacts, quilts, a replica of the plantation home, and other artifacts. On the first Friday of each month, the museum is the scene of a paina, a special event with local foods and Hawaiian music. Kilohana Plantation. Surrounded by manicured lawns, this restored plantation estate from the 1930s is a popular wedding site and a place where visitors can explore the 90-acre grounds on Kauai Plantation Railway's vintage-style train. Once the center of a 27,000-acre sugar plantation and the hub of Kauai's business, cultural, and social life, the 105-acre estate now offers an agricultural park, shops, galleries, and even a pottery shop. It also offers a luau called the Luau Kalamaku twice weekly, Gaylord's Restaurant, and the Koloa Rum Company, with tastings of their locally made rum. Grove Farm Sugar Plantation Museum. Clients who enjoy historic homes and want a glimpse of what life was like in Kauai during plantation days will want to visit Grove Farm Sugar Plantation Museum. George Wilcox and his nieces settled here in 1864 and developed an 80-acre sugar plantation that was turned into a museum in 1978. There's a main house in pristine condition with walls and a staircase made of native koa wood, plus a wash house, tea house, and guest cottage. Alikoko Fish Pond, also called Menewini Fish Pond, Alikoko is visible from a lookout in Navilibili by the Wilehia River. It's enclosed by a stone wall estimated to be more than 1,000 years old, and according to legend, was built by the Menewini. Wailoa Falls. Take a scenic drive 2 miles inland just north of Niue town to come to this beautiful 80-foot waterfall. It may look familiar since it was used in the opening credits of the long-running TV show, Fantasy Island. Royal Coconut Coast. Extending north from Lihue up the eastern side of the island, the Royal Coconut Coast is so named because Kauai's royalty would come here to give birth, and from the thousands of coconut palms that line its shore. The area offers Kauai's greatest concentration of condominiums, mid-market hotels, bed and breakfasts, shops, and restaurants. Lidgate Beach Park. Located near the mouth of the Wailua River, this is a popular spot for families with its protected lagoons that are safe for swimming, but also provide great snorkeling. There are lifeguards, picnic grounds, and a large playground called Kamalani Playground. A picnic can be combined with a leisurely bike ride or stroll along nearby Kealahele Makalai, which means the path that goes by the coast. Wailua River. The Wailua River, where Hawaiian royalty once made their homes along its banks, is one of Hawaii's few navigable rivers. It's also the site of one of Kauai's most popular attractions, the Fern Grotto, a cave of cascading ferns that's a frequent venue for weddings. Clients reach the grotto on flat-bottom boats while being entertained by musicians, hula dancers, history, and legends of the sacred area. Visitors can also take a short drive to see Opaika'a Falls that spill 40 feet into a hidden pool below. The overlook across the street provides beautiful vistas of the Wailua River. Kapa'a Town. Named by Forbes as one of America's prettiest towns, Kapa'a will delight your clients with its variety of shops, dining options, galleries, and activities. Visitors stroll, jog, or even rent a bicycle to enjoy Kealahele Makalai Trail with its stunning ocean views along Kauai's east coast. No Mountain, or Sleeping Giant. Located between the Wailua River and Waipouli, the outline of this mountain resembles a reclining figure. It's said to be a giant pink pony who fell asleep after eating too much poi. Hikers can make the 1-mile trek up the mountain through eucalyptus, pine, and guava forests for spectacular views of the coastline below. Smith's Tropical Paradise. This popular family attraction is a 32-acre complex of orchards, gardens, lagoons, and boats for traveling to the Fern Grotto. It's also the scene of an evening luau with food, music, and dance.
Isn't that
This
beautiful?
wildly
Look at
beautiful
that.
region stretches from Kilauea Point through the lush taro fields of the Hanalei Valley and around to the beginning of the Napali coast. Daniel K. Inouye Kilauea Point Lighthouse and Kilauea Point National Wildlife Refuge. At the very northern tip of the island, your clients can explore a lighthouse built in 1913 as a beacon for ships sailing off the rocky coast. Along with spectacular views, it's a great place to spy seafaring birds such as the Laysan albatross, frigate birds, shearwaters, and Meme, the Hawaii official state bird, as well as red-footed boobies. On the drive to the lighthouse is the charming little town of Kilauea, the scene of Thursday farmers markets and the 1892 Konglu Company, Kauai's oldest general store. Leimahuli Garden and Preserve. This is one of the 3 gardens on Kauai that are part of the National Tropical Botanical Garden, an organization dedicated to preserving native flora. There are only 5 in the United States. Leimahuli contains several sites of archaeological and cultural importance, including stone terraces that are more than 700 years old. The Ainakai Botanical Gardens. A spectacular sculpture garden on the North Shore with a diverse landscape that includes a hardwood plantation, an ahupua'a display, lagoon, formal garden, and wild forest garden. It also has a popular children's garden that includes a gecko maze, the rubber tree treehouse, a kid-sized railroad train, log cabins, and a tropical jungle with bridges, tunnels, and slides. Hanalei Town. Hanalei is a quaint town reachable by a 1-lane bridge, which makes it free of tour buses. Its many restaurants, small shops, and boutiques are fun places for clients to explore. On the approach to the town, clients will want to stop at the Hanalei Valley Lookout and and savor the views of the Hanalei National Wildlife Refuge, a green patchwork of taro fields, ponds, and wetlands. Waioli Mission House and Church. Christian missionaries built this quaint two-story home in Hanalei in 1837, and then built the Waioli Mission Church Hall out of coral limestone a few years later. Clients will enjoy touring the peaceful grounds and buildings that still have their coal wood furnishings, lava chimney, and other original features. Hanalei Bay. One of the most spectacular and recognizable scenes in Hawaii, Hanalei Bay has served as the location of numerous movies and is pictured on countless postcards. Nearby Lumahai Beach, a palm-lined stretch of golden sands, was a film location for the classic movie South Pacific. While Lumahai is not safe for swimming, other nearby beaches such as the lifeguarded Hawaiian Beach Park are great for swimming, diving, and snorkeling among coral reefs during the summer months. In the same area is Mount Makana, also known to many as Bali High from South Pacific.
Anybody see South Pacific? That's an old one.
The site of Hawaiian Island's first successful sugar plantation, Ko'oloa Town, recalls the days of early plantation life on Kauai, with its restored buildings, history center, and churches, including St. Raphael's Roman Catholic Church that dates back to 1841. The Ko'oloa Heritage Trail is a 10-mile walk, bike ride, or drive that includes 14 stops and monuments describing each location's significance. Spouting Horn Park. Just a little further along the coast, Spouting Horn is a blowhole caused by powerful waves forcing the water through a lava tube that shoots up and sprays, reaching up to 6 stories in summer. Following the spray, visitors can hear a low moaning or hissing sound. McBride and Allerton Gardens. The McBride and Allerton Gardens are the other 2 Kauai gardens that are part of the National Tropical Botanical Garden Organization. With its extraordinary collection of Hawaiian plants, flowers, fruit, and spice trees, the 250-acre McBride Garden boasts the largest collection of rare and endangered plants in the world. Guests can explore McBride on a guided or self-guided tour. The Allerton Garden, which sits adjacent to the McBride Garden, on the ocean side of Lava'i Valley, is the home to Queen Emma's cottage. Queen Emma was the wife of King Kamehameha IV. The site is now a formal garden, elegantly designed with fountains, waterfalls, and European statuary. If timing is right, recommend that your clients experience Allerton Gardens on a guided sunset walking tour. Hoipu Beach Park. This popular beach that's conveniently located near the shopping and dining amenities of the Hoipu Beach Resort area offers excellent snorkeling and family-friendly features such as a waiting area, lifeguard, and picnic facilities. It's also a prime spot for spotting seasonal humpback whales and observing, from a respectful distance, the rare endangered monk seal. Kauai's most ruggedly beautiful region stretches from the northwest at Napali Coast State Park and then south through Kokei State Park, Waimea Canyon, and the intriguing towns of Waimea and Hanapepe. Napali Coast State Park. This majestic remote wilderness of cliffs, caves, and beaches accessible only by air, ocean, or on foot sits on Kauai's northwestern coast. While it's a major draw for hikers, only accessible from the North Shore, clients should be advised that trails are extremely challenging and that a camping permit is required if hiking the entire 11-mile Kalalau Trail. 17 miles of scenic coastline, bounded on one side by the ocean and on the other by spectacular 3,000-foot-high cliffs, offer views that can be found nowhere else on Earth. Encourage your clients to explore this stunning area via helicopter rides and water excursions. Vessels depart from Port Allen on the west side of Kauai for exciting zodiac rafting tours, ocean kayaking in the summer months only, and relaxing catamaran tours. Waimea Canyon. This 10-mile canyon that descends 3,567 feet at its steepest point is often called the Grand Canyon of the Pacific, and for good reason. It offers a rainbow of changing colors as the sun arcs through the sky. Your clients can enjoy the canyon by hiking through it, flying above it in a helicopter, or driving to a lookout for peering into its depths. Designated lookouts have been set up along the roadway that follows the canyon. Kokei State Park. Here you'll find Kalalau Valley Lookout that provides a glimpse of the Napali coast by revealing just one of its 4 uninhabited valleys. Kokei is also a haven for hikers, with 19 trails and 4,345 acres of upland wilderness.
This one's a long one.
At every turn. Even non-hikers can enjoy driving through this beautiful park. Waimea Town. The place where Captain Cook landed in 1778 marks the occasion with a statue near the entrance to town. Your clients will find several sites of historic interest, including the 19th century Waimea United Church of Christ, built of timber and of limestone. Hanapepe. This is a quaint town of historic storefronts with artist studios, galleries, and boutiques. Your clients can view the galleries, take an adventurous walk on the Hanapepe Swinging Bridge, and shop and dine. Often called the art capital of Kauai, the town's Friday nights are known as Art Night. Painters, sculptors, and craftsmen extend their gallery hours with visitors enjoying a lively atmosphere of arts, crafts, and music. Salt Pond Beach Park. With its calm and clear waters, Salt Pond Beach Park is a safe and protected area for swimming. This family-friendly beach is lifeguarded, offers facilities, parking, and pavilions.
All right, we're ready for the next test, guys. While Kauai lacks large population centers, it has plenty of great choices for accommodations, restaurants, entertainment, activities. Kauai is the oldest of the Hawaiian Islands, geologically speaking, and has a very lush landscape. Kauai is noted for its botanical gardens, including 3 that are part of the National Tropical Botanical Garden, out of only 5 in the nation. Kauai is plush with spectacular scenic attractions, including Waimea Canyon and Napoli Coast. Kauai's quaint towns are ideal for enjoying art galleries, boutiques, and cafes. All right, you guys ready? Congratulations, chapter 2. Let's take the quiz. Which of the following is not true about the Walua River? It is navigable. It is a navigable river. The Fern Grotto is located there. Opake's Falls is an important nearby attraction, and it flows through Waimea Canyon. Which one is it, guys?
Mine aren't in order. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes they switch you out. So you can't say A, B, or C. You have to say what it is. I would probably say navigable river. Anybody? Anybody?
I can't see your screen.
Sorry, I don't know. My car doesn't know. No. France is still trying to catch up. All right.
Is it the canyons? I'm not there yet either, but
Oh.
float on it. So
let me see.
I have so many pictures on my phone.
River, a navigable river. What?
I have so many pictures and none of them are in your, I mean, I'm on 2 key takeaways. That's not even one of my questions.
Okay, so it is a navigable river. Okay, so I just Googled it. So let's check. Fern Grotto. Fern Grotto. That's in Kauai. That's true. Okay. So it's either C or D. So let me see. Walia River flows through Waimea Canyon. The Waimea and float through tropical paradise. Waimea is a reddish canyon. I'll put does the.
Oh, I'm reading in Wikipedia and it's telling me that locals and visitors in the form of boat tours to Fern Grotto, kayaking, and water skiing. So the Fern Grotto is there?
Yeah. Yeah, these two I found out are there, but these two we're looking at.
Okay, hold on.
All right, so it says Waimea Canyon and flow through tropical paradise with the Wailea River. So I would probably say this one.
Yes, that's.
Ah!
What? Wait a minute. But it mentions Wailea here. Hold on.
I know. And flow through with the Wailea River cruise. All right. So somebody try D and see if it's D. So it's Waimea Canyon probably. Or the Fern Grotto. Anybody else get this right?
Huh.
All right, we'll review it in a minute.
It's not the Fern Grotto because I'm on that part.
Okay. Which town is often called Kauai's art capital? The art capital in Kauai.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I know, isn't it fun when we do this together? We still can't get it. K-U-A-U-A. All right, art capital, let's see. Hanapia, is Hanapia? I'll say this one. Yes, Hanapia. You guys got that one? What will visitors not find at the Kaluahana plantation? What will they not find? K-I-L-O-H-A-N-A plantation.
That's a coffee one. I'm pretty sure.
The distillery, not the distillery.
Oh, God,
it says they have train rides, so the railway is there. Let me see, things to do. I'll put tours here. All right, so they have a train tour, the plantation train, railway, safari. Boy, this is kind of hard, huh?
I'm thinking it's the
things to do. Let's see that.
I wonder if I can go back into my quizzes. Let me go out of the screen for a second. What are you guys on, chapter 2?
Yep.
I got to find it because I stopped on 8. See if it'll let me go back.
Okay.
Menu. Oh,
all right, it does say safari rum wedding events. So maybe a full service restaurant. Shoot. Rum distillery.
It won't let me go backwards.
All right, high quality food and service, neat area. Anybody? B, everybody's saying it's got a train ride. So it's got to be the railway has to be there because they take train rides. Here's attractions. Kula Rum, the railway is there. Express train, dinner buffet, theatrical dinner buffet. Maybe the petting zoo. What do you guys think? You can feed pigs, but no real zoo. I'm going to try petting zoo. Yep, it's a petting zoo. Dang, gosh.
Eeny, meeny.
Which of these botanical gardens is not located on Kauai? Is it this one? Anybody, anybody? Botanical parks in Kauai. All right, so we got Nananana. We got Princeville. No, La Malani. Okay, so this one's there. Allerton's there. Kahia, Anna. So we're looking, McBride's there. So it's this one, Lion. You guys okay with that?
I think it's that one as well.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Whew. Approximately what percentage of Kauai is not accessible by car? Wasn't that one mostly, I mean, I think it's one of the higher ones, right? Because I know they said that we, that a lot of it you can't get to by car.
I know I have this one on here.
What percentage of Kauai is not accessible by car? Okay, 10% is accessible. So I'd say 80% is not then? Yep, it's 80%. Whew. All right, let's see what happened. What we miss? It's the nearby attraction. No, it's the, oh, I picked that one, but it does not flow through here. Okay, got that, guys? It does not flow through Waimea Canyon. Okay, so even though it says you can take the cruise, it doesn't flow through there. All right, so we got the other ones right. Hanapali, Petting Zoo, and Lion Arboretum. Okay, but we passed, yay. Okay, chapter 3. Ah,
Chapter 3 and certification
stresses me out.
training on Kauai.
Oh, aren't they cute? Look at them.
We'll explore the activities and events that await your customers on our island. So let's get started. Kauai is rich in outdoor activities that enable your clients to make the most of its exquisite landscape, much of which is not accessible by car. Whenever possible, book these activities ahead of time to ensure that your clients have the best options available. A great source for local outfitters can be found under the Our Island section of agents.gohawaii.com, the HPCB's portal designed exclusively for our travel professional partners. Some of the most popular options are aerial tours. Kauai is the ultimate destination for touring via smaller planes and helicopters, even including the option of landing in spectacular Manawaiopuna Fall, also known as Jurassic Falls. Such vast areas as Waimea Canyon and the Napali Coast, which are largely inaccessible by car, are best viewed from the air. The beauty and grandeur of flying over the ocean and mountains make aerial touring a perfect recommendation for your clients. Hiking. Trails range from easy to challenging, all boast incredible views. Hikers can take their pick of trails in Waimea Canyon, Kokeni State Park, and Ono Mountain. Napali's Kalalau Trail is considered one of Hawaii's best, but is only for advanced hikers. It has been ranked 9 out of 10 in difficulty by the Sierra Club. Required for some trails, permits are available through the Hawaii Department of Land and Natural Resource online reservation system. You can also pre-book a hiking excursion for your customers to enhance their adventure with history, legends, and knowledge about foliage surrounding the trails they're hiking. Ziplining. This popular activity is offered by a half-dozen companies on Kauai. Each outfitter offers a completely different course, allowing ziplining enthusiasts a multitude of choices and experiences and locations. Riders soar above pristine valleys, bamboo groves, and rainforests, with some tours combining the activity with a refreshing dip in a natural pool. Your clients can also opt to take an exhilarating headfirst ride in a special harness or experience a magical sunset tour as the skies turn golden over the South Kauai coast. Horseback riding. Guided trail rides on Kauai are magnificent experiences that travel along bluffs, across pasture lands and foothills, and alongside secluded beaches and waterfalls. Clients can combine a ride with a zipline tour or a picnic and swim in a beautiful natural pool beneath the waterfall. Spa and wellness. Healing retreats or vacations that include spa treatments are a heightened experience on Kauai thanks to the island's beauty and rejuvenating atmosphere. Spas on Kauai also place an emphasis on the rich culture of the Hawaiian Islands, offering treatments based on traditional Hawaiian healing practices. Garden tours. Kauai is home to several outstanding botanical gardens, each offering something unique and rare. The many options include dose and blend sunset tours and a delightful garden geared for kids. 3 of Kauai's exquisite gardens are part of the National Tropical Botanical Garden, an organization comprised of only 5 in the United States dedicated to preserving native flora. Your clients into horticulture should definitely experience these beautiful locations. Cycling. Kauai offers some extraordinary options for cycling. Your clients can coast down Waimea Canyon Drive on a guided trip or rent a bike for a leisurely ride along Kealahele Makalai, which means the path that goes by the coast on Kauai's east side. Water sports. Kauai offers an abundance of wonderful beaches, many ideal for swimming, surfing, and boogie boarding. Poipu Beach and the North Shore are especially good for snorkeling and diving, with both off-the-beach and off-the-boat options available. Advanced divers can explore underwater caves and lava tubes. Stand-up paddling, or SUP, is another great choice available on the Huleia, Wailua, and Hanalei rivers, as well as the ocean. As always, it's important to be cognizant of water safety conditions, especially on the North Shore in the winter months, when the North Shore swells become too large for ocean activities. Always check the ocean conditions by asking a lifeguard or by visiting www.kauaiexplorer.com. Kauai offers a number of family-friendly beach areas with lifeguards and protected areas for swimming and snorkeling, including Lingate Beach Park, Poipu Beach Park, and Salt Pond Beach Park, to name a few. Kayaking. Ocean and river kayaking can be a peaceful experience or an adventurous challenge. Kauai offers rivers perfect for kayaking and, depending on the season, spectacular sites for ocean kayaking in such areas as the Napali Coast with its shoreline of 3,000-foot cliffs. Kayaking tours along the Wailua River typically combine a 2-mile journey upstream with a hike through a tropical rainforest to Ulavehi Falls, also known as Secret Falls. Leisurely kayaking tours are also available up the Huleia River that include a hike to a secluded waterfall. Kayaking tours along the peaceful Hanalei River typically include a chance to snorkel in a pristine lagoon brimming with sea turtles and other marine life. Fishing. Sport fishing for everything from mahi-mahi to fighting marlins is a popular activity on Kauai. Charter boats are available from Navanibili Harbor and Port Allen. Bass fishing on Waita Reservoir near Koloa is another unique experience visitors can have on Kauai. Whale watching. Your customers will especially enjoy whale watching excursions during the winter and early spring, when thousands of humpbacks migrate to Hawaii from frigid Alaskan waters. Boating. Boating excursions will take your clients cruising along the Napali coast, providing access to spectacular views unavailable in other ways. Adventurous travelers can ride at high speed in a rubber Zodiac craft or kayak the coast. Some tours include the chance to snorkel, not only along the Napali coast, but also across the channel off the rarely visited island of Niihau. For couples, a romantic option is to sip champagne while sailing along the coast at sunset. Mountain tubing. Participants board inner tubes to float down irrigation ditches and through 5 hand-dug tunnels that were built over 100 years ago to bring water from inland streams to the Lihue sugar plantation. Tubers enjoy a gentle ride along the flowing waters as they soak in the tropical landscape and learn about the plantation era. This is a great family activity since children as young as 5 can also go with the flow. Photo tours. Ideal for shutterbugs, photo tour companies take small groups to some of the island's most scenic locations. The guides are experienced photographers who share insight into the best angles and techniques for capturing unique shots, even if your client is only bringing their cell phone. Movie tours. Kauai's lush beauty has played a starring role in countless TV shows and films, including South Pacific, Blue Hawaii, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, Jurassic Park, and Fantasy Island. Guided movie tours take clients to a variety of these sites around the island while showing clips of the scenes filmed at the very spot being visited. Hawaii is home to festivals and events throughout the year that some of your clients may want to enjoy during their stay. Just make sure to book their flights and accommodations well in advance. For details of these and other events, go to the Festivals and Events section of agents.gohawaii.com. Here are a few of the annual highlights. Prince Kuhio Celebration. Held in March, this week-long festival honors the Kauai-born Prince Jono Kuhio Kalanio'Nahone. Activities include canoe races, demonstrations, hula performances, rodeo, and many other events in various locations around Kauai. Koloa Plantation Days. Koloa Plantation Days is held on Kauai's South Shore every year in July. The many ethnic groups that came to Hawaii to work on the sugar plantations and the Hawaiians who welcomed them are celebrated through music, dance, costumes, and food throughout this 9-day festival. Mo'okihana Festival. Held in September at various locations on Kauai, this celebration includes music contests, a 3-day hula competition, parades, workshops, and other cultural events. Mo'okihana, by the way, is the flower of the island. Festival. Every October in Kokei State Park, this event commemorates Queen Emma's journey to the Alakai Forest and Swamp. Visitors enjoy live Hawaiian music and historical displays. They'll witness Queen Emma entering Kanaloa Hulu Meadow on horseback, led by her guide Kauahi, who is represented by a local cowboy. Offerings of dance are then made by hula halau from across Hawaii. Hula groups from Europe and Japan have also journeyed to Kauai to participate. Coconut Festival. All things coconut are celebrated during this October weekend festival of live entertainment and cooking demonstrations held at Kapa'a Beach Park.
That was a quick one.
Guitar Festival. Kihoan, or Slack Key, is a guitar festival held in November at the Kauai Beach Resort. The festival features concerts by masters of the Slack Key guitar. Kauai dining runs the gamut from restaurants operated by acclaimed chefs to local eateries reflecting the island's multi-ethnic heritage. Throughout Kauai, there are superb dining options that can fit any budget and please even the most discerning palate. From Asian noodles, steaks, and traditional Hawaiian cuisine to the freshest sushi and seafood. Hawaii regional cuisine is well represented on Kauai, including restaurants run by chefs Peter Merriman and Roy Yamaguchi and locations in Poipu. Kauai is also a great place to find a plate lunch. Rooted in the plantation era, these hearty feasts include rice, macaroni salad, and mounds of teriyaki or Korean barbecued meats. There are also places to enjoy steaming bowls of Asian noodles or locally made ice cream and other frozen treats in tropical flavors. And don't forget the Koloa Rum Company at Kilohana Plantation, where clients can taste the distillery's locally produced varieties of spirit. Island-inspired entertainment is readily available at hotels and resorts throughout Kauai. Several resort hotels, as well as places such as Smith's Tropical Paradise in Luau, Kalamaku, and Kilohana Plantation, offer sunset with buffets of local specialties, live island music, and dance. Your clients will also find plenty of places to hear jazz, as well as contemporary and traditional Hawaiian music at lounges and restaurants in resort areas. For a real local experience, the Hanalei Community Center in Hanalei often has events featuring ukulele and slack key guitar music.
Okay, take away, ready for another test, guys. Aerial tours are a great way for clients to see some of the island's most scenic areas, some of which are not accessible by car. Zip lining is very popular on Kauai with many variations available. Mountain tubing is a unique family activity combining history with outdoor fun. Kauai offers a variety of annual festivals where visitors can mingle with the locals and enjoy local foods and entertainment. Dining on Kauai's runs the gamut from sophisticated restaurants to down-home local eateries. All right, let's do chapter 3 test. Who's ready? Which of the following is not a prime Kauai hiking destination.
Here we go again.
No mountain? No. Anybody?
Okay, I'm looking through my notes.
Okay.
I can't pronounce D very well, but the canyon one, that is definitely there.
Yeah.
And hang on.
I love people that take notes.
Sorry about that. Guess what we're getting again tonight?
Rain, thunderstorm?
Yeah.
Oh, send it this way.
Giving me love messages on my phone.
Aw. All right, hiking destinations. What about the valley? Let me look up what No Mountain is.
State Park is also there. So
Okay.
it's also there. So right now A and C, the mountain and the valley, are the ones we need to look at.
Okay. All right, so I'm looking up No Mountain. All right, Sleeping Giant, heavily trafficked out and back trail located. The trail is primarily used for hiking. So it must be the valley.
That's what I was thinking.
It's the valley. Yay! Which of the following areas is popular for kayaking? How about all of the above? Ding, 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 ding. Mountain tubing is a safe activity for children.
That one wasn't that the one where they have to be 16?
Okay, so we'll say false.
Sorry, I lied.
That's okay. So it's true. Mountain tubing is true for safe for activity for children. Okay, guys? What festival commemorates a journey made by Queen Emma? Queen Emma Festival. Which one is that? Anybody know?
The Alakati Festival, eh?
Let's see.
I agree.
A? You're right. Yay. All right. One more. Kauai's restaurants include those serving Hawaii regional cuisine. True? True. All right, guys. Congratulations. At least we passed. 4 out of 5. Chapter 4.
I wonder if we got busted again, Marnie.
What was it?
I wonder if we got busted again because all my questions are different.
I know, that's why we have to say the words versus the numbers or letters.
In this chapter, we'll look to bring together our island's amazing assets and your client's travel desires to help you design unique vacation experiences based on their particular interests and objectives. We'll offer suggestions for creating itineraries that will make the most of their time on this exquisite island. So, let's get started. Once you've learned as much as possible about your client's preferences and what they're seeking from their Kauai vacation, you have half of what you need to design a trip itinerary that will meet or exceed their expectations. The second half will come from your in-depth knowledge of what Kauai has to offer in terms of atmosphere, attractions, activities, and events. These thorough understandings of your clients and of the destination are the tools that will make you an invaluable resource. In the following section, we'll offer some suggestions for creating itineraries geared for certain travel niches: romance, outdoor adventure, culture, arts and culinary, and family. These suggested inclusions are based on what Kauai tourism experts have found to be the most popular with travelers in these various niches. Of course, your clients may not fit neatly into any of these categories, so these are only general guidelines. You may want to draw from them in various combinations to build itineraries that more specifically fit the needs of individual clients. Depending on your client's individual interests, you'll be able to create the vacation that's right for them. The following options are all readily available on Kauai. You'll find specific information on how and where to book these activities at agents.gohawaii.com. Romance. For couples seeking a romantic experience, Kauai is filled with options. Here are 5 that are sure to please. Napali Sunset Cruise. Your clients will board a catamaran for a sunset cruise along the Napali coast, sipping cocktails or champagne while taking in the spectacular views of sea cliffs and secluded coves. Kayak the Wailua River. With tropical foliage along its lush banks, the peaceful Wailua River is a great place for couples to explore by kayak. Even better is combining the experience with a hike to view a hidden waterfall. Explore quaint towns. Towns like Koloa, Kapa'a, Hanapepe, Hanalei, and Koloa are places couples will enjoy discovering during a leisurely morning or afternoon, perhaps poking into art galleries, browsing for locally made items, or sipping a cup of Kauai-grown coffee in a small cafe. Beach strolls. Kauai is blessed with an abundance of unspoiled white sand beaches where couples will enjoy taking a stroll at sunrise or sunset. Kauai offers more beach per coastline than any of the other Hawaiian islands. Aerial tours. Kauai's rugged interior is especially dazzling when viewed from a helicopter or a small airplane. These tours soar above the spires of the Napali coast, dip into Waimea Canyon, and reveal the hidden waterfalls in its lush interior. At certain times of year, whales may be spotted in the ocean below.
Fun.
Outdoor adventure. Kauai's dramatic landscape is made for outdoor adventure. Here are 5 options your active clients won't want to miss. Ziplining. A half-dozen companies offer zipline adventures where participants whiz along at up to 35 miles an hour over green jungle canopies 50 to 80 feet above the ground. Many outfitters offer these in combination with hiking, swims in natural pools, rope courses, and other adrenaline-pumping activities. ATV touring. ATV tours enable clients to experience areas of Kauai where conventional vehicles cannot go. Some traverse private trails past movie sites, waterfalls, and reservoirs, allowing time for swimming and even bamboo fishing. Hiking. Kauai is a hiker's paradise and a beautiful place for clients to enjoy areas free of cars. In particular, Waimea Canyon and Kokei State Park, both on the west side of the island, are ideal for hiking along more than 45 miles of trails. River kayaking. Kauai offers 3 navigable waterways popular with kayakers. On the Wailua River, clients can combine a guided kayaking tour with a 30-minute hike through the rainforest to Secret Falls. On the Hanalei River, clients can combine kayaking with snorkeling in a protected bay brimming with sea turtles and tropical fish. The Huleia River offers stunning views of Mount Haupu, as well as a hike to a waterfall. Horseback riding. Several companies, including working cattle ranches, offer guided trail rides through rolling meadows and along secluded shorelines. Culture, arts, and culinary travel. While Kauai is best known for its romantic ambience and outdoor adventure, this beautiful island paradise also has much to offer your clients who enjoy discovering local culture, history, art, and cuisine. Culinary tour. Clients can get an insider's view of the farm-to-table movement on Kauai on tours offered by Tasting Kauai. They'll meet with local farmers and chefs, enjoy locally sourced foods, and come away with tips for preparing delicious and healthy dishes at home. Farmers markets. Farmers markets, known on the island as sunshine markets, abound on Kauai and are a fun way for clients to enjoy an immersive local experience. Not only will they find organic produce, but also gorgeous tropical flowers and local food products. They're almost daily events, with several taking place on Saturdays, including at the Hanalei Cultural Center in Hanalei, Kauai Community College in Puhi, and Coconut Marketplace in Kapa'a. Visit gohawaii.com/events for a market schedule. Guided Limahuli Garden Tour. Not only does this garden preserve rare native flora, but it also intrigues history buffs with its archaeological sites that include stone terraces more than 700 years old. Knowledgeable docents unravel its many cultural secrets. Kauai Museum. This museum in Lihue is where clients can find a meaningful overview of Kauai's unique history, geology, and cultural heritage. On the first Friday of each month, the museum is the scene of a pa'ina, a special event with local foods and Hawaiian music. Kauai Festivals. Timing a visit to include an annual event such as the Waimea Town Celebration, Prince Kuhio Celebration, Kauai Mokihana Festival, or Koloa Plantation Days is an exciting way for clients to participate in local culture. For greater details on these and other events, go to the Festivals and Events section of agents.gohawaii.com. Family travel. Kauai is loaded with options for kids and adults to enjoy together. Kilohana Plantation Kauai Plantation Railway. A fun way to tour this 105-acre estate and learn about the history of Kauai's plantation days is to hop aboard a narrated train ride chugging along tracks in antique-style railway cars. Napali Snorkel Sail. Catamaran excursions cruise along the Napali coast with its secluded coves, waterfalls, lava tubes, and sea caves. Clients will also enjoy opportunities to watch for dolphins and whales and snorkel among sea turtles and colorful fish. Some excursions include a barbecue lunch. Mountain tubing. Floating down irrigation ditches built during the days of the sugar plantations is not only fun, but is also a great way to learn about Kauai history. Na'ainakai Botanical Garden. Among its many delights is the Under the Rainbow Children's Garden, with its statue of Jack and the Beanstalk, rubber tree treehouse, gecko maze, and child-size railway. Picnic at Lidgate Beach Park. This beach park near the mouth of the Wailua River is a popular spot for families with its protected lagoons that are safe for swimming and snorkeling. There are lifeguards, picnic grounds, and the Kamalani Playground, a beautiful structure built by the community and dedicated to and for the keiki, which means children in Hawaiian. A picnic here can be combined with a leisurely bike ride or stroll along nearby Kealahele Makalai, which means the path that goes by the coast.
All right, who's ready? Takeaways. Kauai's many options for romance travel include sunset cruises, beach strolls, aerial tours, and discovering quaint towns. Outdoor travelers will enjoy such activities as ziplining, ATV touring, horseback riding, hiking, and river kayaking. Clients with an interest in cultural and culinary activities will enjoy Kauai's farmers markets, foodie tours, botanical gardens, historic sites such as the Kauai Museum and annual festivals. Families can enjoy a variety of fun activities on Kauai, including snorkel sails, beach park picnics, mountain tubing, a vintage train ride, and a special children's garden. By learning about your client's preferences, you'll be able to draw from an array of available experiences for designing an itinerary just right for them. All right, let's take our quiz. Which Kauai's experience should you recommend to a client on a honeymoon? All of the above. Sorry,
Yep.
I didn't waste that time. ATV tours on Kauai sometimes include visiting famous movie and TV locations.
True.
True. What is a sunshine market? Is that an grocery fair, crafts fair, swap meet, farmer's market?
Farmer's market.
Farmer's market.
Farmer's market, very good. What is paina? Paina. Is that a cultural event? Anybody want to Google it? Or is it a Portuguese sandwich? Let's see, PA-INA. Let's see what it says. Small dinner party. All right, that's not it. Okay. Haina, Hawaii. It says small dinner party compared to, which refers to large banquet gathering. All right.
So D?
Nope. All right. Thinking maybe C, I don't know. Saying oh, small dinner party. Oh, well, I guess we'll find out on the next one. Which Kauai's attraction has a special children's garden? That was just the last one we went through. Was it the botanical one? Children's garden in Kauai. Is it the garden? That's what I was thinking, the botanical one. Hilton Garden. Okay, well, let's try it. Nana, this says, yep, that's it. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, and the other one's a museum. So let's see. Doot, doot, doot. Yep, it was the museum. All right. All right, so the museum is the Paini. Okay. Well, again, at least we passed. Congratulations, Catherine. So let's see. Okay, exit course. Yay. Finish that one. Woo. All right, Oahu, Maui, or island specialist. I guess we'll do Oahu or Maui. Which one you guys want to do? Just go on to Oahu?
Let's see what one I can find.
All right,
Yes.
We'll do Oahu. But see, guys, when you're done, you can go ahead and post these and tell everybody you're
Welcome
a
to
specialist.
Certification 4 of the Hawaii Destination Specialist Training Program. In the first certification, we gave you an overview of Hawaii, including the reasons for selling it to your clients. We talked about the accommodations, the geography, the culture and history, plus the activities and attractions on each of the 6 major islands. In Certification 2, we explored the main traveler types that comprise the Hawaii customer, as well as how to market to them and provide unforgettable experiences. To wrap it up, we discussed cross-selling and upselling opportunities that will boost your profitability and create better Hawaii vacation experiences for your clients. Now, it's time for more in-depth training on each of the major islands. We'll dig deep into the history and cultural significance of each island, plus the attractions, events, and activities that make it a rewarding destination for you and your clients. Certification 4 and its 4 chapters are devoted to Oahu, while other certifications address Kauai, Maui Nui, which is Maui, Molokai, and Lanai Islands, and Hawaii Island. So, let's get started. In Certification 2, we explored the main traveler types that comprise the Hawaii customer, as well as how to market to them and provide unforgettable experiences. To wrap it up, we discussed cross-selling and upselling opportunities that will boost your profitability and create better Hawaii vacation experiences for your clients. Now, it's time for more in-depth training on each of the major islands. We'll dig deep into the history and cultural significance of each island, plus the attractions, events, and activities that make it a rewarding destination for you and your clients. Certification 4 and its 4 chapters are devoted to Oahu, while other certifications address Kauai, Maui Nui, which is Maui, Molokai, and Lanai Islands, and Hawaii Island. So, let's get started. In so many ways, Oahu is ideal for the first-time visitor to Hawaii. Within a fairly compact area are many of the iconic activities and attractions so closely associated with the Hawaiian Islands: Pearl Harbor, the famous beach at Waikiki, The stunning profile of Le'ahi, or Diamond Head, pineapple fields, surfing beaches, multicultural cuisine, and festivals, just to name a few. On their first visit, clients will find their expectations about Hawaii to be as good or better than they imagined. Oahu provides a unique town and country experience. The energy and excitement of this city is just a short drive from the true country experience with working ranches and amazing nature excursions. Oahu is especially appealing to clients who are active and energetic in both mind and body. They enjoy nature and outdoor pursuits, but they also appreciate an environment rich in culture, arts, history, cuisine, shopping, and entertainment. In Honolulu and Waikiki, clients can take a surfing lesson, paddle an outrigger canoe, sample street foods at an ethnic festival, shop for local handicrafts or designer fashions, visit an art museum, dine in a fine restaurant, and enjoy a local music or dance performance all in a day or two. Venturing further afield, they can go horseback riding on a working cattle ranch, meander through a pineapple maze, visit a serene Japanese temple, and hike through valleys of rare plants and archaeological sites.
Beautiful.
Because Oahu offers so many different experiences, there's always something more for clients to discover on subsequent trips. Oahu, and especially Honolulu and its resort district of Waikiki, provide a dynamic environment where new hotels, restaurants, entertainment, and activities are continually coming onto the scene and creating exciting new options for your clients to enjoy. In fact, clients who haven't been to Waikiki in the last decade will discover a rejuvenated destination where everything from older hotels to street landscaping and shopping areas have been enhanced and in some cases transformed. They'll find hip hotels with lively gathering places, restaurants run by celebrity chefs, inviting shopping areas, and much more. Oahu also offers many areas for new discovery. Perhaps your clients have stayed in Waikiki on previous trips, but now want to experience other destinations on the island. They may want to spend a few days at one of the resort properties on the Leeward Coast or North Shore. Here they'll find a complete contrast to bustling Waikiki just a short drive away. Or they may want a more intimate experience by staying at a bed and breakfast property or renting a villa or condo in a Honolulu neighborhood. The possibilities for a truly customized vacation experience on Oahu are practically endless. Remember to share the urban and country diversity that's so unique to this island. Returning means new experiences as your clients' interests, travel partners, and budgets evolve.
Oops.
Because Oahu...
All right, let's do it. Oahu is ideal for first-time visitors to Hawaii, as it is a fairly compact area with many iconic activities and attractions so close to the main resort areas. Oahu is especially appealing to clients who are active and energetic in both mind and body. They can enjoy nature and the outdoors, as well as an environment rich in culture, arts, history, cuisine, shopping, and entertainment. Because Oahu offers so many different experiences, there's always something more for clients to discover. In fact, clients who haven't been to Waikiki in the last decade will discover a rejuvenated destination. All right, let's take our quiz. Oahu is a good choice for first-time visitors. True. Which of the following experiences can be found on Oahu? A serene Japanese-style temple, a horseback riding on a cattle ranch, or visiting several archaeological sites? All of the above.
All of the above.
Perfect. Waikiki looks very much the same as it did a decade ago.
False.
Very good. Oahu is not a good choice for clients who enjoy a secluded resort experience. Is it because it's too crazy or what? What do you think? Wasn't the other one more of a secluded resort? But
Hawaii is more secluded, I think. But then again, I've done so much Hawaii in the last week. I don't know what is what anymore.
What do you guys say? True or false? 50?
True.
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Oahu is a good choice for clients who are active in both mind and body. True.
True.
All right, guys, you got it? We all good there? We want to review? All of the above falls, and it is a good choice. So they got a variety there. Just remember that. All right, let's go to the next section, culture and personality.
Welcome to Chapter 2 and Certification 4, your in-depth training on Oahu. In this chapter, we'll explore some of the specific reasons why your clients will enjoy Oahu, including its signature attractions. We'll also talk a little bit about what makes this island special in terms of its history and cultural importance. So, let's get started. Oahu is filled with historic and cultural treasures that will add richness and depth to your client's knowledge and appreciation of this unique destination. At the same time, there's no shortage of spectacular natural areas that will thrill and excite them, whether it's the towering winter surf at Sunset Beach on the North Shore or the mountain valleys that run through the green heart of the island. Oahu is also home to nearly 70% of the state's population, making it the island where clients can most fully experience the fascinating multiculturally diverse setting that is Hawaii. While visiting Oahu, your clients will mingle among the locals at farmers markets, neighborhood restaurants, and other activities where our residents truly become lasting parts of their vacation experience. Oahu stands out from the other Hawaiian islands in a number of ways. First and foremost, it's home to Honolulu, the vibrant capital city that is both the commercial and cultural hub of the state, as well as its only urban metropolis. Honolulu, which includes the resort district of Waikiki, presents opportunities for dining, shopping, entertainment, and nightlife that are unparalleled anywhere else in the Hawaiian Islands and compare well to those offered by major cities on the U.S. mainland. In fact, few mainland cities can equal Honolulu when it comes to being a truly well-rounded destination and the former capital of a kingdom. Along with cultural pursuits, visitors can enjoy golf, surfing, swimming, outrigger canoe rides, hiking, and a host of other outdoor activities right within the city limits. And always emphasize the unique town and country opportunity of Oahu, as these experiences stand just minutes from the tropical island and upcountry experiences. So it's little wonder that Honolulu continually receives accolades. It was recently ranked among Best USA Vacations by U.S. News and World Report and the recipient of a Traveler's Choice Award from TripAdvisor. Oahu's emergence as the political and commercial hub of the Hawaiian Islands was a fairly recent development in Hawaiian history. In 1795, King Kamehameha I led his forces in the legendary Battle of Nu'uanu near the scenic cliffs of the Nu'uanupali Lookout. This pivotal battle resulted in the conquering of Oahu and the eventual unification of the Hawaiian Islands under one rule in 1810. In the years that followed, Honolulu, with its large and protected harbor, quickly became the most important city in the mid-Pacific. In 1845, King Kamehameha III moved the capital of the Hawaiian Islands from Lahaina, Maui to Honolulu. Important sites from Honolulu's years as the kingdom's capital include the Queen Emma Summer Palace, a retreat belonging to Queen Emma and her husband King Kamehameha IV, and Iolani Palace that was built by King Kalakaua, also known as the Merry Monarch, due to his love of invention and entertainment. In 1893, the Hawaiian monarchy was overthrown at Iolani Palace by American colonists in a controversial coup. Hawaii became a territory of the United States on July 14, 1900. The 1800s also saw the influx of Christian missionaries and the rise of new commerce such as whaling, sugar, and pineapple. Many of Oahu's historic churches are reminders of Christianity's influence, such as Kawaiahau Church in downtown Honolulu, which is a place of worship for Hawaiian alii, the royalty or chiefly class. As agriculture boomed in the late 19th century, plantation owners found themselves in the midst of a labor shortage. Immigrants from China, Japan, Portugal, the Philippines, Korea, and Puerto Rico arrived to work in the plantations. Visitors can get a glimpse of what life was like for these immigrant groups at Hawaii Plantation Village in Waipahu, which is located 30 minutes west of Waikiki. In the early 1900s, tourism emerged as a new economic driver. Waikiki, long a favorite playground for the Hawaiian alii, became the first resort areas for international visitors with the opening of the Moana Hotel in 1901, now the Moana Surfrider, a Westin resort and spa. Following in 1927 was the famous Pink Palace of the Pacific, the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, a luxury collection resort. Visitors arriving on the grand steamers of the Matson Navigation Line would settle in at the hotels for months at a time. The Aloha Tower opened in 1926 and was then the tallest building in Hawaii for 4 decades. Boat Day festivities in Waikiki, which surrounded the weekly arrival of the SS Lurleen at Aloha Tower, were beloved local occasions. Interest in the Hawaiian Islands quickly took hold in the public imagination. Nuka Kahanamoku, the 1912 Olympic swimming champion and surfing icon, created worldwide interest in surfing and canoe paddling with the Waikiki Beach Boys. A statue of the famous athlete at Kuhio Beach now welcomes visitors to Waikiki. Launched in the 1930s, the radio show Hawaii Calls, broadcast from the Banyan Court of the Moana Hotel, brought the intriguing sounds of the Hawaiian Islands into living rooms on the mainland. On the morning of December 7, 1941, the Imperial Japanese Navy attacked Pearl Harbor, pushing America into World War II. The surprise attack was aimed at the Pacific Fleet of the United States Navy and its defending Army Air Corps and Marine Air Forces. It damaged or destroyed 12 American warships, destroyed 188 aircraft, and resulted in the deaths of 2,403 U.S. servicemen and 68 civilians. While tourism was interrupted by the war, it took off again afterwards, especially with the advent of jet service from the mainland in the late 1950s. Hotels were developed throughout Waikiki, reaching an estimated 15,000 rooms in 1969, and more than double that today. A milestone was achieved in 1998 with the opening of the world-class Hawaii Convention Center at the entrance to Waikiki. For Oahu and the rest of the Hawaiian Islands, the principal gateway is Honolulu International Airport that's served by almost all major U.S. airlines and many international ones as well. Frequent non-stop service into Honolulu is available from most major gateways on the mainland. As multi-generational and specialty group travel continues to grow, the breadth of air service makes Oahu an excellent location for groups with multiple departure gateways. The airport is also a hub for inter-island flights to the neighbor islands. Service is frequent, with flights averaging just 30 minutes in length. Locally based Hawaiian Airlines provides the most frequent service to both the mainland and between the islands. Island Air and Mokulele Airlines offer service on smaller turboprop aircraft. Oahu has by far the most extensive public transportation system in the Hawaiian Islands. Aptly known as the bus, it will enable your clients who don't want to rent a car to explore not only Honolulu, but the entire island. Valid for 4 consecutive days, visitor passes are an especially good value, so recommend your clients pick them up in the area when they arrive. A fun way to get around Waikiki and Honolulu is on the Waikiki Trolley, which operates both trolleys and double-decker buses. Clients can hop on and off at major shopping areas and attractions. Daily and multi-day passes are available. Another way your clients can visit major attractions without a car is to book one of the many motor coach or van tours that include round-trip transportation from Waikiki hotels to such places as Pearl Harbor and Dole Plantation. Some tours focus on a specific theme, such as military history, while others offer a chance to experience the town and country diversity by circling the island. For clients who want independence and maximum flexibility, especially for touring areas beyond Honolulu and Waikiki, a rental car is the best option. While the bus serves many locations, a car will save your clients valuable time in traveling from place to place, allow them to go at their own pace, and offer them the freedom to truly explore the island. Some visitors find it works well to rent a car for at least part of their stay on Oahu for use on day trips out of Honolulu. The major car rental companies are represented at the airport as well as in Waikiki and in many hotels. Waikiki. While part of Honolulu, Waikiki has a vibrancy and character uniquely its own. It offers the greatest number and variety of hotel rooms, restaurants, shopping, and entertainment venues in the Hawaiian Islands. Geared for an array of budgets and preferences, Waikiki hotels range from budget properties to world-class resort hotels. There are hotels of 1,000 rooms or more, ideal for large tour groups and those attending a meeting at the nearby Hawaii Convention Center, as well as hip boutique hotels, condominiums, and other choices. While only 7 properties are right on the famous beachfront, virtually every property in this district is within a few blocks of the ocean. Waikiki's most famous landmark is the massive crater called Leahi, or Diamond Head. Historic early 20th century hotels such as the Moana Surf Rider, a Westin resort and spa, and the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, a luxury collection resort, are almost as iconic. Kahala. East of Waikiki, the Kahala neighborhood is ideal for those wanting a secluded atmosphere that's still convenient to all the excitement and variety of Waikiki and downtown Honolulu. Clients will find superb amenities at its upscale resort property, including Dolphin Quest, a program where guests can swim and interact with these remarkably intelligent creatures. Distinctive vacation home rentals are also available here. Ko'olina. Oahu's only master-planned resort area is Ko'olina, which provides a neighbor island feel on the quiet leeward coast about 30 miles west of Honolulu. It offers 2 upscale hotels, including Hawaii's only Disney resort, villa rentals, golf, spas, swimming lagoons, and other amenities, including some that are especially geared for families. North Shore. With its surfing culture, laid-back charm, and magnificent white sand beaches, the North Shore has a distinctive character and vibe. Its main resort hub is Turtle Bay, which includes a full-service resort hotel as well as condominiums. Waikiki. With Hawaii's greatest concentration of hotels, restaurants, entertainment, and attractions, Honolulu's resort district of Waikiki offers plenty to keep clients engaged for many days. Thanks to redevelopment and improvement efforts, Waikiki looks quite different than it did a decade ago. Along with upgraded hotels, landscaping, and historic markers, visitors will find the Waikiki Beach Walk, a landscape promenade of restaurants and boutiques that replaced a maze of narrow streets and old hotels. Other major improvements include a rebuilt Royal Hawaiian Center, an upscale retail complex that opens onto a landscaped garden that was once the historic Hilomoa Coconut Grove, a former residence of many members of the Kamehameha family. Kapiolani Park. At the east end of Waikiki, Kapiolani Park is home to the Honolulu Zoo and the Waikiki Shell, a popular venue for top headliner performances and other festivals and events throughout the year. Just across from the park is the beachfront Waikiki Aquarium, where clients will get a close-up view of the living corals, sea turtles, tropical fish, and other marine creatures that inhabit the waters just offshore. Leahi, Diamond Head. Perhaps the most iconic image of all in Hawaii is the impressive profile of the crater Leahi, which means brow of the tuna, because of its resemblance to a yellowfin tuna emerging from the ocean. Best undertaken in early morning when temperatures are cooler, the Diamond Head Trail takes hikers up to the summit of this extinct volcanic crater, passing through a lava tube tunnel along the way.
Sorry, I'm just taking a quick picture. Okay.
Honolulu. Punch Bowl Cemetery. An important site of military significance is the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific, that's more commonly referred to as Punch Bowl. This memorial, honoring men and women who have given their lives serving in the U.S. Armed Forces, sits in a massive ancient crater called Pu'ovaina, which means Hill of Sacrifice. Museums. Clients with an interest in art and cultural history will want to visit some of Honolulu's excellent museums. The Bishop Museum is renowned for its massive collection of artifacts and natural specimens pertaining to Hawaii and the Pacific. The Honolulu Museum of Art houses superb collections of Western and Asian art, and also offers a guided tour of Shangri-La, the fabulous 1930s waterfront home and gardens that belonged to tobacco heiress Doris Duke. The Spalding House exhibits an important collection of contemporary paintings and sculptures on a gracious estate. Art lovers will also enjoy the Hawaii State Art Museum, that's dedicated to exhibiting and interpreting the art and culture of Hawaii in spacious galleries and an outdoor sculpture garden. Royal Palaces. Honolulu also has 2 of the only 3 royal palaces in the United States. The third is Huli'hea Palace on Hawaii Island. Iolani Palace is filled with splendid architectural detail and priceless artifacts that tell the story of the last days of the Hawaiian monarchy. Queen Emma's Summer Palace is a peaceful country retreat shaded by kukui trees and filled with intimate memorabilia from the royal family. Guided tours of both will give your clients a fascinating behind-the-scenes look at an era that is gone but not forgotten. Chinatown. Among Honolulu's intriguing neighborhoods is one of the oldest Chinatowns in the U.S., a bustling 14-block enclave near the Central Business District. Clients will enjoy its mix of noodle houses, Asian bakeries selling mooncakes, open market produce stalls, and shops devoted to herbs, flower lay, antiques, and collectibles. Chinatown and the surrounding area is even more fun to explore during First Friday, an evening festival held on the first Friday of every month with live music, street entertainment, and open art studios. Hanoma Bay Nature Preserve and Beach Park. Just east of Hanoma Bay is an arrestingly beautiful circular-shaped cove formed by a volcanic eruption. The first marine life conservation district in Hawaii, it is one of the best places for snorkeling in the Hawaiian Islands. The bay is so popular, however, that clients should be advised to arrive there early before the parking lot fills up. Visitors will have a chance to view a short movie that highlights Hawaiian Islands marine life and helps reinforce the need for preservation. While in the area, clients should also check out Coco Head and the Halono Blowhole, a dramatic coastal outcropping where water spouts through a lava tube. On a clear day, the silhouettes of Molokai, Maui, and Lanai can be seen on the far horizon. Harold R. Lion Arboretum. Another prime attraction in the area is Harold R. Lion Arboretum, a 124-acre botanical garden where visitors can enjoy self-guided or guided walks for viewing an array of native plants, as well as a vast collection of taro varieties and fragrant herbs. The garden is an important research arm of the University of Hawaii. Pearl City and Leeward, Oahu. High on the must-see list for many clients is Pearl Harbor, with its poignant sites that are part of the World War II valor in the Pacific National Monument. The most dramatic among these is the USS Arizona Memorial, commemorating where 1,177 crewmen perished on that fateful day of Sunday, December 7th, 1941. Visitors board the memorial by taking a short boat ride operated by the U.S. Navy. Another is the USS Battleship Missouri Memorial, where your clients can walk on the enormous deck, tour the mess hall and officers' quarters, and stand in the very spot where the agreement to end World War II was signed. Complementing these two sites are the Pacific Aviation Museum Pearl Harbor, which has exhibits on the attack at Pearl Harbor and the aviation war in the Pacific, and the USS Bowfin Submarine Museum and Park, which includes a restored World War II submarine known as the Pearl Harbor Avenger. Clients can go below deck and get a glimpse of what life was like for the 80-man crew who manned the sub during the war. Hawaii's Plantation Village. This open-air museum in Waipahu is a cluster of historic buildings and replicas that illustrate daily life for the immigrant groups who worked on sugar plantations in the 19th and early 20th centuries. It includes homes, a community hall, bathhouse, manager's store, and gift shop selling handcrafted items. The North Shore. Along with its renowned beaches and surfing culture, the North Shore is rich in family-friendly attractions, scenic sites, and cultural heritage. Dole Plantation. North of Honolulu, between the Ko'olau and Waianae mountain ranges, Dole Plantation tells the story of how a small farm grew into the largest pineapple enterprise in the world. It's also a great stop for families, with a train that travels through the plantation and a giant pineapple maze planted with nearly 14,000 exotic plants that meanders for 1.7 miles. Dillingham Airfield. This public and military use airport is a hub for exciting aerial adventures, including glider rides and skydiving. The possibilities even include aerobatic flights, where clients can engage in mock dogfights and other thrilling maneuvers. Haleiwa. This charming town of plantation-era storefronts is where clients can browse in surf shops, grab a tasty lunch from one of the local shrimp trucks, or slurp a shave ice at one of several spots specializing in this local refreshing treat. Waimea Valley. Once the domain of Kahuna Nui, or high priests, this lush tropical environment with vast botanical collections and archaeological sites is most fully appreciated on guided hikes led by cultural experts. Surfing beaches. The North Shore is best known for its wide sandy beaches and towering winter waves, drawing international surfers to such spots as Waimea Bay, Sunset Beach, and the Banzai Pipeline. 8 of the most famous surf breaks in the world are along one long expanse of this coastline. The Polynesian Cultural Center. This popular North Shore attraction and event site celebrates the music, song, dance, costumes, architecture, and crafts of 7 Polynesian cultures in replicated villages that function as living museums. Programs here include Rainbows of Paradise canoe pageant, a li'i luau, and an evening show in a 3,000-seat amphitheater.
All right, you guys ready? Ready for a test? While the clients staying in Waikiki can avoid renting a car for their entire stay, recommend they do daily rentals for touring the rest of the island. Honolulu was once the capital of Hawaiian Kingdom, evident in such sites as Aulani Palace and Queen Emma Summer Palace. Waikiki offers accommodations for a wide range of tastes and budgets. The North Shore is best known for its surfing beaches, but also offers important cultural attractions. And the Coast offers great beach parks as well as adventure activity centers such as Kalua Ranch. Sorry, here we go. Okay, let's do our test. Which of the following attractions is not in Kapiolani Park? Which one is not here? Is it the Waikiki Bishop Museum? I want to bet who reports me when I get on Indeed. Okay.
The shell.
Which one is it? The shell?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh! All right, we know it's not the shell. Anybody else? Museum? Let me know which one it is if you guys figure it out. Where can clients enjoy the First Friday festivities? The Polynesian Cultural Center. First Friday festivities. Where is that at?
The previous one is the museum.
It is the museum. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
All right. How about this one? Anybody? First Friday festivities in Honolulu.
Chinatown?
Let's see. Yep, Honolulu Art Walk, Chinatown. Very good. What part of Oahu is considered the best area for windsurfing? Is it the North Shore? Where is the best windsurfing in Oahu? Sorry guys, cheating. Kalua Bay. Okay, that's not on here. Oahu. Okay, Kalua Bay. Winds are word. Okay. Windsurfers, Waikiki, Diamond Head, Kauai, Anani Beach. What did that say? Windward Coast. Diamond Head. All right, Kalua Beach. Is that on here? Blue Planet. Okay, windsurfing in Oahu. Okay. Keep getting Kalua Beach.
If Google doesn't know, how are we supposed to know?
No, it's like, come on. Anybody?
Marnie, I'm pretty sure it's the North Shore. Is that on here?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Nope, it's not that. I think I failed this one.
You can go redo it.
Which statement is true about Oahu? Doesn't offer. Which statement is true? Okay. There, I got that one right. What percentage of Hawaii's overall population lives on Oahu? Anybody?
I thought it was 70.
Yep. Yay!
70%.
Yep. All right. I got to retake it. So here it's the museum. Here it's Chinatown. Here it's, which one is it?
Windward?
Windward, very good. Here it's public transportation, yes, and 70%. Yay, 100%. All right, next. Oh, gosh.
Welcome to Chapter 3.
And guys, I am recording this. If you need to get off, I understand. Just hang in there if you want. Otherwise, you can catch it on my YouTube.
In this chapter, we'll explore the activities and events that await your customers on our island. So, let's get started. Oahu offers countless activities for clients, everything from cultural hikes to helicopter tours and outrigger canoe rides. Clients will find a full array of boat excursions and water sports, including the chance to surf at the world's most famous surfing beaches. Surfing. As the birthplace of surfing and the undisputed surf capital of the world, what better place than Oahu for clients to learn to engage in this exciting sport? The gentle waters of Waikiki and elsewhere on the South Shore are ideal for novice surfers to take a lesson or two. Instruction is often geared for children as well as adults, making it a great family activity. While its impressive waves attract experienced surfers from around the world, the North Shore can also be a great place to learn to surf, particularly during the summer, when the swells subside and waves are much smaller than in winter. And it's always fun to enjoy the area's surf culture, especially in Haleiwa Town, or simply watch some of the best surfers in action. Other water sports. Oahu is a hub for almost any kind of water activity your clients could desire. Among the many options they'll find are outrigger canoe rides, ocean kayak and boogie board rentals, catamaran sails, snorkel and diving excursions, whale watching, and submarine trips deep under the ocean. Clients with an avid interest in ocean kayaking or windsurfing should head for Kailua on the Windward Coast, which is world-renowned for both sports and has places to rent equipment and receive instruction. Oahu's premier snorkel and dive spot is Hanauma Bay, east of Waikiki. Air tours. Helicopter tours, which even include the chance to ride in a replica of TC's chopper from Magnum PI, give your clients a unique bird's-eye view of Waikiki, Leahi, or Diamond Head, and the southeast coast. Float plane journeys are another great option, with the one-hour tour providing aerial views of the entire island of Oahu. Or your clients can exhilarate in the silence of a glider flight from Dillingham Field on the North Shore. Hiking. Trails on Oahu range from easy to challenging and from rainforest to mountain range to coastal hikes, offering clients the chance to discover hidden waterfalls, archaeological sites, and beautiful native flora. Popular hikes like Diamond Head Trail and Makapu'u Lighthouse Trail are relatively short, mostly paved and accessible, yet reward hikers with gorgeous ocean views. Permits are required for some trails. Guided hikes led by cultural experts in such places as Waimea Valley are a great option for your clients who want to learn how the landscape intertwines with island heritage. Hikes on Oahu are generally day hikes, and with many hiking companies and nature conservation organizations on island, an organized hike is an excellent option for your customers. Golf. With 40 public and private courses, Oahu offers the most golf courses of any of the Hawaiian Islands, choices that range from upscale resort courses to casual municipal links. Clients will find 4 golf courses right within Honolulu, plus many others in central Oahu, as well as along the leeward and windward coasts and the North Shore. Oahu has the most active events calendar year-round of all the Hawaiian Islands, and the majority of these events are designed for locals, thus a great way to get involved in the people and cultures of Hawaii from a local perspective. Festivals, street fairs, farmers markets, and food truck rallies are great places to sample local foods, hear live music, and mix and mingle with the locals. Major international sports events offer access to top athletic competitions. Many more festivals can be found by going to the HVCB travel agent website portal, agents.gohawaii.com. Honolulu Festival. This March weekend event features dance and music performances along with crafts and films. Waikiki Spam Jam. The Waikiki Spam Jam is a wild and wacky event held in May that celebrates the fact that more spam is consumed per capita in Hawaii than in any other state. This lively street festival is where visitors can sample an inventive variety of spam-based dishes, plus enjoy live music and dance performances on several stages. Mele May. This celebration of Hawaii's music and culture features events throughout the month of May, including live concerts and performances and award ceremonies for recording artists. Prince Lot Hula Festival. This event in July includes performances by halau, or hula schools from Hawaii and abroad. Oahu Ukulele Festival. Held in Waikiki's Kapiolani Park in July, this event draws talented musicians from around the world, including an 800-member student ukulele orchestra. Duke's Ocean Fest. Held in August to commemorate the legacy of water sports legend Duke Kahanamoku, who popularized modern surfing. This Waikiki celebration includes surfing competitions for children and adults and other competitions and festivities. Hawaii Food and Wine Festival. Held in September, this is a gourmet extravaganza featuring master chefs, exclusive dining opportunities, cooking demonstrations, and more. Aloha Festivals. Held in September, October, this celebration features music, dance, parades, and other cultural events. Hawaii International Film Festival. International films are showcased during 2 weeks of screenings in October in theaters in Honolulu and other locations. Van's Triple Crown of Surfing. Held at North Shore beaches during November and December, the world's premier showcase for professional surfing events features exciting competitions in both men's and women's divisions. Honolulu Marathon. Top runners from around the world are drawn to this December event, which features not only a marathon, but also a concert and luau at the Waikiki Shell and other festivities. Dining. With everything from food trucks to casual dining spots and top restaurants serving Hawaii regional cuisine, the Oahu dining scene has it all. Clients who appreciate fine dining will find flagship restaurants operated by James Beard award-winning local chefs like Alan Wong and George Mavro Thalasitis. They'll also find many of the chain restaurants they enjoy at home, as well as one-of-a-kind local eateries where they can tuck into hearty plate lunches, heaping bowls of Asian-inspired noodles, and local specialties like kalua pig, which is succulent roast pork, and haupia, or coconut pudding. Entertainment. Clients will find themselves surrounded by the sights and sounds of the Hawaiian Islands' rich music and dance traditions at almost every turn. In Waikiki, there are sunset torch lightings and hula on the beach, and live performances at pool bars, nightclubs, lounges, and showrooms. Major venues such as the Hawaii Theater, Neil S. Blaisdell Concert Hall, and Waikiki Shell feature ballet, operatic, and stage productions, as well as concerts by international headliners and rising stars on the local music scene. Some clients, especially if they are first-time visitors, will want to experience luau, enjoying local foods as well as music and dance drawn from a variety of Pacific cultures with a Hawaiian foundation. Shopping. Clients will find everything from major malls with top designers to farmers markets, neighborhood stores, outlet shopping, and resort area shopping. Among the many items to look for are Asian antiques, vintage aloha shirts, high-quality island apparel, t-shirts, handcrafts, and an infinite variety of local food products. They'll also find papaya, pineapple, and exotic flowers that are agriculturally approved for visitors to take or to have shipped home. The island's largest shopping mall is Ala Moana Center, which encompasses several blocks of the entrance to Waikiki. Major shopping complexes also include the Royal Hawaiian Center and Ward Center. In 2016, the International Marketplace, a beloved local institution under a giant banyan tree in central Waikiki, will reopen with 75 retail shops, as well as venues for dining and entertainment. Clients who love outlets will want to head for Waikele Premium Outlets, a 64-acre magnet for bargain hunters located about 20 miles west of central Honolulu. Another source for bargains, as well as a true local experience, is the Aloha Stadium Swap Meet, a massive flea market held 3 times a week that draws hundreds of vendors selling arts and crafts, local food products, and other items. On the North Shore, Haleiwa Store Lots is the place to find family-owned specialty shops and eateries in a charming complex of repurposed historic buildings.
Okay, you guys ready? Ready. Takeaways. Oahu offers a wide array of water sports, including surfing, kayaking, paddleboarding, and snorkeling. From the Diamond Head Trail in Waikiki to Waimea Valley on the North Shore, Oahu has many options for hikers, famous for its golf. Oahu features more courses than any other island in the state. Oahu's culinary attributes are evident everywhere, from gourmet restaurants to food trucks and festivals. Shopping opportunities abound with options ranging from designer boutiques to outlets and swap meets. So let's take the test. Unable to party as I was hoping I will. All right, no worries, Brenda. Catch up on the YouTube channel. All right. All right, welcome aboard, or let's go ahead. Guys, who's ever left? Summer offers the best water conditions for novices to take a surfing lesson on the North Shore. True. Golf courses are only to be found outside of Honolulu.
False.
False. Which annual event celebrates the surfing history of Waikiki? Is it the Spam Jam?
No.
Which one is it? This one seems too...
B. Yeah.
You think it's this one? I just think it's too obvious, but I'll try it. Nope. All right, we'll figure that one out. Which of the following is a popular shopping destination on the North Shore? Popular destination on the North Shore. Anybody? International Marketplace? Nope. Which of the following are among the entertainment options in Honolulu? All of the above. All right, I didn't pass. Let's review real quick so we can see what the answers are. It is the Ocean Fest, and this one is the Store Lots, okay? Ocean Fest and Store Lots. So this is true, false, Ocean Fest, Store Lots, all of the above. Whoop, whoop. You got that? We passed. Whoop, whoop. All right, fourth chapter. Oh my gosh, 27 slides. Yow.
Welcome to Chapter 4 and Certification 4 of your in-depth training on Oahu. In this chapter, we'll look at how you can design unique vacation experiences for your clients based on their particular interests and objectives. We'll offer suggestions for creating itineraries that will make the most of their time on this exquisite island. So, let's get started. Once you've learned as much as possible about your client's preferences and what they're seeking from their Oahu vacation, you have half of what you need to design a trip itinerary that will meet or exceed their expectations. The second half will come from your in-depth knowledge of what Oahu has to offer in terms of atmosphere, attractions, activities, and events. These thorough understandings of your client's interests and of the destination are tools that will make you an invaluable resource. In the following section, we'll offer some suggestions for creating itineraries geared for certain travel niches: romance, outdoor adventure, culture, arts and culinary, and family. These suggested inclusions are based on what Oahu tourism experts have found to be the most popular with travelers in these various niches. Since your clients may not fit neatly into any of these categories, these are merely general guidelines. You may want to draw from them in various combinations to build itineraries that more specifically fit the needs of individual clients. Depending on your client's individual interests, you'll be able to create the vacation that's right for them. You'll want to pre-book as many of these activities as possible for your clients, ensuring that you earn commissions and that they secure the space and dates they need. For a complete list of suppliers offering these experiences, be sure and visit agents.gohawaii.com. Itinerary options. The following options are all readily available on Oahu. You'll find specific information on how and where to book these activities at agents.gohawaii.com. Romance. For couples seeking a romantic experience, Oahu is filled with options. Here are 5 that are sure to please. Sunset Dinner Cruise. A number of companies offer sunset dinner cruises on sleek, handsome vessels where your clients can dine, dance, and sip champagne or tropical cocktails while enjoying live music under golden skies. Fireworks. Every Friday night, the Hilton Hawaiian Village Waikiki Beach Resort's spectacular free fireworks show lights up the skies over Waikiki. It's sure to set the mood for romance. Windward Coast Drive. A leisurely drive up the Windward Coast is filled with tranquil spots that will bring couples closer together. Along the way, they can stop for a picnic at a beach park or wander through the serene grounds of Byodo-in Temple. City lights. For magical sunset or evening views of Honolulu and Waikiki, suggest your clients drive up Pu'u'ohia, which is Mount Tantalus, to view the lights twinkling below. Farmers markets. Oahu's agricultural bounty and engaging local experiences await clients who venture beyond the usual tourist sites to a farmer's market. Here they can purchase or sample local treats like manoa honey or wailua chocolate. One of the most convenient to Waikiki is the Saturday morning market at Kapi'olani Community College. Outdoor adventure. From water sports to glider rides, Oahu offers a wide assortment of soft adventure experiences. Here are 5 options your active clients won't want to miss. Surfing and/or outrigger canoe rides. What better place to take a surfing lesson than in Waikiki, the birthplace of the sport? Its gentle surf is ideal for novices. Outrigger canoe rides are another iconic option, giving your clients the opportunity to engage in this activity practiced by the ancient Hawaiians. Hiking. One of Oahu's greatest hiking experiences, Diamond Head Trail travels to the summit of the extinct volcanic crater to reward with thrilling views of Waikiki. Among the many others are the hikes up the Makapu'u Point Lighthouse Trail on the easternmost tip of the island, as well as a variety of guided hikes and nature reserves offered by the Hawaii Nature Center. Kualoa Ranch. This 4,000-acre working cattle ranch on the Windward Coast also offers an array of adventures, including horseback rides, ATV touring, nature walks, catamaran excursions, and tours of the many film sites on the property. Dillingham Airfield. This public and military use airport on the North Shore features a host of exciting aerial adventures, including glider rides and skydiving. Snorkeling adventures. Oahu provides superb snorkeling opportunities, especially at Hanauma Bay just east of Honolulu and Pupukea Beach Park on the North Shore. Culture, arts, and culinary travel. With its important sites devoted to history and the arts, Oahu is packed with opportunities for your culture-minded clients. Iolani Palace. Guided tours of this royal palace share the story of the poignant last years of the Hawaiian monarchy. Built by King Kalakaua and serving as his residence until his death in 1891, it features stunning Italian Renaissance-style architecture and a magnificent koa wood staircase. The palace can easily be visited in conjunction with other nearby historic sites, including Kawaiahao Church, where members of the monarchy worshipped, and the Hawaiian Mission Houses Museum, that tells the story of early missionary settlers. Bishop Museum. Renowned for its remarkable collection of artifacts and natural specimens pertaining to Hawaii, its monarchy, and the Pacific, the museum features such treasures as brilliantly colored feather capes and a world-class planetarium and science adventure center. Honolulu Museum of Art. This museum offers changing and permanent exhibits of Western and Asian art in a gracious setting. Available through the museum is a guided tour of Shangri-La, the famous 1930s waterfront home and gardens that belonged to tobacco heiress Doris Duke. Art lovers will also enjoy the Hawaii State Art Museum that emphasizes artworks created in Hawaii. Waimea Valley. Occupying a significant place in Hawaiian history for more than 700 years, this verdant Valley of the Priests on Oahu's North Shore offers an array of cultural activities. Among them are guided hikes that interpret rare plants and archaeological sites along the way, as well as demonstrations in hula, traditional games, and storytelling. He'eia Fish Pond. This 800-year-old Hawaiian fish pond on a spectacular windward coast site is being carefully restored by the nonprofit Paipai Ohe'eia. The organization will arrange tours for visitors wishing to learn more about how ancient Hawaiians used aquaculture as a sustainable food source. Waikiki Aquarium, Honolulu Zoo. These two attractions at the eastern end of Waikiki can easily be visited in the same day. Across from Kapi'olani Park and bordering a living coral reef, Waikiki Aquarium is filled with marine life exhibits that include green sea turtles and the rare peppermint angelfish. Located in Kapi'olani Park, the Honolulu Zoo is home to more than 900 tropical animals, including Komodo dragons and orangutans. World War II Valor in the Pacific National Monument. Pearl Harbor is an important part of this national monument devoted to icons pertaining to World War II history in 3 states. Guided and audio tours are available to such memorable sites as the USS Arizona Memorial, USS Battleship Missouri Memorial, Pacific Aviation Museum Pearl Harbor, and USS Bowfin Submarine Museum and Park. Polynesian Cultural Center. The music, song, dance, costumes, architecture, and crafts of 7 Polynesian cultures are the focus of this North Shore attraction. A nightly show elevates the atmosphere of replicated villages pertaining to these cultures. Kids will especially enjoy such activities as learning ancient forms of bowling and checkers, coconut cracking, and getting a temporary Maori tattoo. Sea Life Park, Hawaii. Visitors enjoy a variety of ways to interact with the denizens of this marine mammal park north of Hanauma Bay, including chances to swim with dolphins, sea lions, sharks, or rays, and to feed sea turtles. There's also an aquarium, show venue, bird sanctuary, and habitats for penguins and the endangered Hawaiian monk seal. Kuhio Beach Hula Performance. These complimentary early evening performances are held every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on Kuhio Beach Hula Mound in the heart of Waikiki. Opening with torch lighting and a traditional conch shell blowing, shows feature performances by some of Hawaii's finest hula halau, which means hula troops.
Okay, ready? Ready, guys? Ready? Ready? Be sure to pre-book as many activities as possible for your clients so that you ensure your commissions and that your clients get the space and dates they want. With all the different itinerary options, you're sure to find something perfect for your client and the experiences they desire. The Polynesian Cultural Center is a fantastic way to immerse your clients in local culture and traditions. Okay, ding, ding, ding. Time for a quiz. When can visitors enjoy a free fireworks show in Waikiki?
Next Friday night.
Because I was there, yeah. Surfing lessons on Oahu are not advisable for those who have never tried the sport.
I think that's false.
False, yeah. Where will hikers find the Makapua Lighthouse Trail?
Oh, crap.
Let's take a look.
Let's ask our Google friend.
Where is the Lighthouse Trail in Oahu? Kalalanalani on the Highway 72 southeast point of Oahu. Okay,
so maybe south of Spouting Horn or whatever that says?
South, okay, let's see. This says Diamond Head.
Look up Makapu'u Lighthouse Trail.
Yeah, it's not south of Sporting Horn.
Okay.
I wonder, oh, God, none of my questions are the same as yours.
Okay. Makapu'u, it is on the, well, yeah, east, I'm going to put this. Yeah, easternmost tip of the island. Clients with an interest in natural history should visit which site? Natural history, which site? The museum? Huh?
It's either that or Pearl Harbor. Natural history. Yeah, I think it's going to be the museum. Watch, it'll be Pearl Harbor.
What can visitors do at Sea Life Park in Hawaii? All of the above.
Yep.
Okay. Yay. Oh, crunching number. I was going to say what? Yay, we passed. Okay. Exit course. Yay, we got it. We got Oahu done. Woo. All right. Required. So
I don't even know what you're on anymore.
I am. Now we have Maui and the island of Hawaii. Do you know how long those are?
They're long.
They're long?
Yeah. I have one of them, and I think it might just be the final. That's like 21 questions.
All right. Do you guys want to go on, or should we do it another time? We only got 11 people left on. Want to try it?
Sure.
All right.
We can't screw up anywhere, so get ready.
Might as well just get her done. Let's just get her done.
I'm just sorry I can't go back.
That's okay. Again, we're going to be specialists today, guys. You can spend the weekend booking Hawaii. I've been taking notes now. I just booked my son. Thankfully, Diane helped me complete that yesterday. So I'm sending in pictures of these things to do. So, all right, specialist certification, Wailea Shoreline.
Welcome to Certification 5 of the Hawaii Destination Specialist Training Program. In the first certification, we gave you an overview of Hawaii, including the reasons for selling it to your clients. We talked about the accommodations, geography, culture, and history, plus the activities and attractions of each of the 6 major islands. In Certification 2, we explored the main traveler types that comprise the Hawaii customer, as well as how to market to them and provide unforgettable experiences. To wrap it up, we discussed cross-selling and upselling opportunities that will boost your profitability and create better Hawaii vacation experiences for your clients. Now it's time for more in-depth training on each of the major islands. We'll dig deep into the history and cultural significance of each island, plus the attractions, events, and activities that make it a rewarding destination for you and your clients. Certification 5 and its 4 chapters are devoted to Maui Nui, which are the islands of Maui, Molokai, and Lanai, while other certifications address Kauai, Oahu, and Hawaii Island. So let's get started. Encompassing the islands of Maui, Molokai, and Lanai, Maui Nui gives your clients 3 diverse and enchanting destinations in one. Whether they choose to visit one island for an in-depth experience or enjoy the contrast of visiting 2 or 3 islands on the same trip, clients will find Maui Nui to be everything they could hope for from a Hawaiian island vacation. While each has its own distinct personality, what all the islands share is a native host culture with its time-honored traditions of aloha and ho'okipa, which means welcome or hospitality. Just on Maui alone are countless visitor experiences that reflect its astonishing diversity of landscape and culture. Ideal for travelers seeking variety and spontaneous adventures, Maui has it all. There are the opportunities to bow to the majesty of a cosmic sunrise at Haleakala Crater and delight in the charming and remote village of Heavenly Hana, reached by taking one of the world's most scenic drives. Your clients will be equally charmed by the Paniolo, Hawaiian cowboy culture, still alive in the upcountry town of Makawao, where some still ride horses down the main street with its hitching posts outside the rustic storefronts. Maui, along with Molokai and Lanai, is also known for unparalleled marine life experiences, with superb snorkeling sites and waters teeming with humpback whales during winter and spring. Added to that are year-round cultural events and festivities. In different ways, Lanai and Molokai appeal to those looking for a quieter Hawaii experience, completely removed from the hustle and bustle of modern life. For the upscale traveler seeking pampered serenity in a relaxed but far from dull atmosphere, Lanai is an ideal choice. Combining sophistication with a glorious natural setting and off-road adventure, Lanai embodies the Hawaii experience in perfect balance.
Rich in Hawaiian culture and history, and free from congestion and pollution, Molokai is ideal for those who enjoy getting off the beaten path to discover a Hawaii of quiet open roads and pristine landscapes. In contrast to the upscale resorts available on both Maui and Lanai, Molokai features a small hotel and condominium properties for a more rustic but comfortable experience.
Oops, what happened?
The experiences provided by the islands of Maui Nui are so varied that one trip will just whet the appetite for more. Every land, ocean, or air activity imaginable is available on one or more of the 3 islands, including exquisite resorts offering exceptional service, incomparable golf on championship courses, delightful small towns, and hip beach havens. If clients only visited one Maui Nui island during a previous trip, a repeat visit offers the opportunity to mix it up by experiencing an entirely new destination. With the 3 islands so close to one another, flights and ferry service make it easy and convenient for day trips or multi-night stays that encompass 2 or more islands during the same trip.
Okay, next. Test time. A trip to Maui Nui gives your clients 3 diverse and enchanting destinations in one: Maui, Molokai, and Lanai. All the islands share a native host culture of time-honored traditions of aloha and hoakapipa. Welcome. Lanai and Molokai appeal to those looking for a quieter Hawaii experience, completely removed from the hustle and bustle of modern life. Congratulations, let's move on. Clients who are not bothered by a lack of upscale resorts are best suited for which part of Maui Nui? Is that Lanai? Anybody know? Walia?
I think it is Lanai.
Nope. Maui is ideal for clients seeking a wide variety of landscapes and experiences.
That's true.
What town in Maui most reflects the island's cowboy heritage?
I don't know if it's Maka or Lahiu.
Lanai is not a good choice for people who want to combine upscale with the off-beaten path. Lanai. Nope, shit, sorry.
You got 50-50.
Combining 2 or more of the Maui Nui islands is difficult during one trip. False. Okay. All right, let's take it over. Let's review. So it's Molokai. Molokai is not bothered by lack of upscale. So Molokai is more laid back. Maui, yes. Hana. No, it's Makawa. Okay,
Makawaio.
Lanai is, so that is false. False. All right.
It was Molokai.
Oh, true. That and false and false. Yay! We did it. No. Next section. Let's go. Culture and personality.
Welcome to Chapter 2 in Certification 5, your in-depth training on Maui, Molokai, and Lanai, the islands collectively known as Maui Nui. In this chapter, we'll explore some of the specific reasons why your clients will enjoy Maui Nui, including its signature attractions. We'll also talk a little bit about what makes these islands special in terms of their history and cultural importance. So, let's get started. Collectively, the cluster of nearby islands, Maui, Molokai, Lanai, Kaho'olawe, and the small islet of Molokini comprise Maui County, also known as Maui Nui, which means Greater Maui. Of the 5, the 3 open to visitors are Maui, Lanai, and Molokai. Kaho'olawe and Molokini are uninhabited and may be viewed by boat. Originally, the five were all part of a single landmass created by underwater volcanoes that eventually broke apart and formed these alluring islands. Each island is unique with its own personality and distinctive array of attributes for your clients to see and experience. With a land area of 729 square miles, Maui is the second largest of the Hawaiian Islands and is second only to Oahu in terms of tourism infrastructure. Even so, just 25% of the island is inhabited, making for an ideal balance of cultural and natural attractions. While tourism is its leading industry, diversified agriculture and a thriving local art scene are also very important to the island. As a result, clients will find an array of farm-to-table experiences as well as historic and arts-related diversions. Sophisticated resorts with fine dining and shopping are within easy striking distance of pristine natural areas, ranch lands, and upcountry towns with rustic charm all their own. Lanai and Molokai, the smallest of the 6 major Hawaiian islands, are both places where clients will find a slower pace and a window onto an earlier Hawaii. However, each is very different from the other. Lanai has made a remarkable transition from pineapple agriculture to tourism, offering 2 upscale resorts and a quaint hotel, remote beaches, red dirt mountain trails, and pine forests. Clients will feel that they have found their own private island. Molokai, which has no large resort hotels, offers clients a sense of discovery with its country roads, family farms, and areas of jaw-dropping scenic beauty and sacred heritage. According to legend, the island of Maui was named after the demigod Maui, who pulled the Hawaiian Islands from the sea. The shape of the island is said to resemble the shape of his head and body. For many centuries, Maui was 2 separate kingdoms that vied with each other for supremacy. In the 15th century, the island was finally unified under King Pi'ilani, an innovative ruler who built fish ponds, irrigation systems, and roads. In 1790, King Kamehameha I invaded the island and defeated his Maui rivals at an historic battle in Iao Valley, a beautiful site that is now a state park. Kamehameha I made Lahaina the capital of the Hawaiian Kingdom in 1802, which had remained until King Kamehameha III, also known as Kauikeahui, moved the seat of the government to Honolulu in 1845. Lahaina was also the epicenter of the booming whaling industry, which infused the town with a rollicking atmosphere that dismayed the New England missionaries who arrived there in 1823. Now a National Historic Landmark, Lahaina is filled with sights from its colorful past that your clients will enjoy visiting. As whaling declined in the mid-19th century, the sugarcane industry gained importance on Maui, drawing immigrants from Japan, China, Puerto Rico, the Philippines, Korea, and Portugal to work in the plantation fields. Their diverse cultures and cuisines became part of the vibrant ethnic mix that flourishes in Maui today. Maui's modern tourism industry was established with the opening of the Kaanapali Resort in 1961, the first master-planned resort in the state. The Wailea, Kapalua, and Makena resorts followed in subsequent years, helping to establish Maui as a worldwide magnet for visitors. Long an agrarian island of fishing and farming, Molokai records its earliest community as dating back to about 650 AD or earlier in Halava Valley on the eastern end of the island. Visitors can still explore this fascinating area today, as well as the ancient Hawaiian fish ponds along the southern coast. Also in this area is Kalua'aha Church, established by New England missionaries in 1833. Kamehameha V, who lived on the island while still a prince, is the Hawaiian king most closely associated with Molokai. Hundreds of coconut trees planted in his honor can still be seen in the Kapua'iwa Coconut Grove. But Molokai's most famous residents are St. Damien and St. Marianne, who cared for sufferers of Hansen's disease at the current site of Kalaupapa National Historical Park. Lanai was a sovereign land until King Kamehameha I united the Hawaiian Islands under his rule in 1810. Near the southern coast, his legacy lives on in the remains of Kaunolu, an ancient fishing village and sacred place that was a favorite retreat of the king. After European contact, much of Lanai became a cattle ranch under the management of George Munro, who planted the first of the many Cook Island pines dotting the island. Munro Trail is a popular hiking area that leads to Lanai Hale, the island's highest point. In the early 20th century, James Dole, who had already established a thriving pineapple industry on Oahu, expanded these operations to Lanai. This led to the establishment of a 19,000-acre pineapple plantation and a company town called Lanai City, still the only town on the island. By the time pineapple operations shut down in 1993, tourism had already begun to take over as Lanai's chief industry with the development of 2 upscale resort hotels. In 2012, tech magnate Larry Ellison purchased 98% of the island, including its hotels. The remainder is owned by the state of Hawaii. Kahului Airport in the central Maui town of Kahului is the major gateway with direct and nonstop service from the U.S. mainland, as well as from Honolulu International Airport and airports on the neighbor islands. There's also a smaller airport in West Maui near Kapalua and a commuter airport in Hana. Flight time between Honolulu and Maui averages around 40 minutes. Maui is also connected by ferry to both Lanai and Molokai, with service operating out of Lahaina Harbor. This can be a day trip option for clients, as well as a flight alternative. The scenic voyages which cross the Auau Channel take 1 hour to reach Lanai and 90 minutes to reach Molokai. The channel is a prime place for spotting whales in the winter and early spring. Clients can travel to resorts and other points on the island from Kahului Airport via taxis, private limousines, airport shuttle services, and van services for visitors with special transportation needs. Service desks for these are located in the baggage claim area. Renting a car is the best and most flexible option for traveling around Maui. All the major car rental companies are represented on the island, including locations in or near the Kahului and West Maui airports, and in many major resort hotels in West Maui and South Maui. Some of the local rental companies also offer specialized vehicles such as four-wheel drive Jeeps, exotic cars, motorcycles, and vans. Public transit service is offered by the Maui Bus, which is operated by Roberts Hawaii. It offers 13 routes in and between various communities, including Kapalua, Kaanapali, Wailuku, Kihei, Lahaina, and upcountry Maui. 2 of the routes stop at Kahului Airport. Clients can fly into Lanai Airport from either Honolulu International Airport or Maui's Kahului Airport, or they can arrive by ferry into Maneli's small boat harbor from Lahaina. Lanai has a convenient transportation system available through the Four Seasons resorts. Resort guests can hop aboard the island shuttle, an easy way to go from the airport to the 2 Four Seasons properties, Lanai City and Maneli Small Boat Harbor. Private transportation is also available for a fee, offering the opportunity to arrange custom island tours or to explore the island for a day. Rental cars are available in Lanai City. Clients who want to explore the island's many unpaved roads will want to choose a four-wheel drive vehicle. Clients can fly into Molokai Airport from either Honolulu International Airport or Maui's Kahului Airport. They can also take the Molokai Princess Ferry from Lahaina Harbor on Maui, which makes the 90-minute trip twice daily Monday through Saturday and once on Sunday afternoon. Because other forms of transportation are very limited, car rental is even more of a preferred option on Molokai than on the other islands. While not necessary on most of the island, a four-wheel drive vehicle is a good option for some areas. Maui. Maui has 4 master-planned resort communities, all located along the sunny west side of the island. Kapalua and Kaanapali are on the northwest coast, while Wailea and Makena are on the southwest coast. They all contain a complete array of upscale accommodations, private residences, ocean sport activities, golf courses, tennis facilities, shops, dining, meeting, and wedding facilities, spas, in-resort transportation and services. As a general guideline, these resort communities are ideal for clients seeking an upscale, service-oriented experience. Neighboring these master-planned resorts are community resort areas. Napili, Kahana, Lahaina, Honokawai, and Kihei all offer a broad range of accommodation choices in various price categories. In contrast to the major resorts, they tend to have more condominium properties than hotels. Clients seeking the ultimate in seclusion will find it in Hana, which offers upscale resort accommodations along with vacation rentals and bed and breakfast facilities on Maui's northeastern tip. Molokai has no real resort areas to speak of, which is truly part of its allure for clients seeking an off-the-beaten-path experience. The majority of accommodations are found in its 2 principal towns, Kaunakakai on the south-central coast and Kuluakoi in its western interior. The island has just 1 hotel, but condominiums and other vacation rentals are available.
Is that the last one?
The island's only town is Lanai City, a charming enclave that includes the intimate and historic Hotel Lanai. Just outside of town is the upcountry Four Seasons Resort Lanai Lodge at Ko'ele, while the Four Seasons Resort Lanai at Manele Bay is a few miles away on the south coast. In addition to these three hotels, the island has bed and breakfasts and home rentals available, including upscale units at Ko'ele and Manele Bay, plus more moderate choices in Lanai City.
All right. Oh, another chapter.
Lahaina, with a long and colorful past that included eras as the royal capital of the Hawaiian kingdom and the epicenter of the Pacific whaling industry, it's not surprising that much of Lahaina is a National Historic Landmark. It's also the West Maui hub for dining, entertainment, and a variety of water sports and excursions that include whale watching, snorkel trips, and sunset dinner cruises. It's filled with sites where visitors can learn about Maui's rich monarchy and missionary era, whaling history, and multicultural past. These include the Baldwin House Museum, which contains missionary-era memorabilia, furnishings, and artwork, and Halipai, the House of Printing, the site of Hawaii's first published newspaper. Lahaina's old-fashioned wooden buildings also house an eclectic assortment of cafes, restaurants, art galleries, and boutiques. No less lively at night, Lahaina draws visitors to its acclaimed restaurants, clubs, and bars, as well as to popular evening shows. Haleakala National Park. Surrounding the enormous volcanic crater of Haleakala, the park dominates the eastern side of Maui and is the island's most popular visitor attraction. The name Haleakala literally means House of the Sun, which may explain why millions of visitors take a guided tour or make the winding drive to the 10,023-foot-high summit for watching the sun as it seemingly rises from within the crater. The distinctive silver sword plant and the little nene goose, the state bird of Hawaii, are among the rare features of Haleakala. While the view from the summit is well worth the trip, clients need to plan at least a 2-hour driving time from west side resort areas. The park offers camping facilities, rugged hiking trails, ranger-led talks and guided hikes, horseback riding excursions, and a visitor center. There's plenty else to explore on the wide slopes of Haleakala. Clients can stop in and visit the rich assortment of farms and flower fields around Kula, tour and sample goat cheese at Surfing Goat Dairy Farm, or walk among the fragrant fields of Ali'i Kula Lavender Farm. The region is also where visitors can taste award-winning vodkas and rum at Ocean Vodka, or sample the pineapple wine at Maui's Winery, also known as Tedeschi Vineyards. You'll also want to linger a while in Makawao to explore art galleries and boutiques of this quaint town whose cowboy or Paniolo heritage is celebrated every 4th of July with the Makawao Parade and Rodeo. Just outside town, the Hui no Iao Visual Arts Center is a 9-acre estate offering artist workshops, lectures, and exhibits in visual media. Maui's county seat of Wailuku and air gateway of Kahului are neighboring towns centered on the broad green plains of central Maui. Clients with an interest in collectibles will want to spend some time in Wailuku, where North Market Street is lined with antique shops, galleries, and secondhand stores loaded with art pieces and other treasures. Just outside Kahului, the Alexander and Baldwin Sugar Museum is where visitors can learn about the history of Maui's sugarcane industry and the daily life of plantation workers who settled on the island in the 19th century. Outside Wailuku, Iao Valley State Park is an arrestingly beautiful spot of wild guava trees near vertical emerald green canyon walls and the Iao Needle, a 2,250-foot-high monolith that stands like a sentinel watching over the valley. Nearby is the Maui Hawaiian Village, a cultural site of thatched hale, which means houses or shelters, set deep in a pristine valley where interpreters demonstrate traditional Hawaiian arts and practices such as poi pounding, kapa or cloth making, and hula. Also in central Maui, the Maui Tropical Plantation is a 60-acre working plantation where visitors can enjoy craft demonstrations and a tram ride through cane fields and orchards with narration about the growing process and plant types. The gift shop sells a variety of food products made on Maui. The Serpentine Hana Highway, one of the most spectacular and slowest drives in the world, starts in Kahului and snakes along 54 miles of East Maui coastline, past lush vegetation and countless waterfalls. This spectacular drive can take from 3 to 4 hours, depending on the number of stops along the way. You can find a tour to book for your clients, hire a private driver, or just make sure they have a great rental car to truly enjoy this experience. Clients can also choose to fly into Hana, a small community where they will find an upscale hotel, red and black sand beaches, and a handful of one-of-a-kind shops and restaurants. The Hana Cultural Center offers a look at the history of this remote and enchanting area through exhibits of vintage photographs, stone tools, hand-stitched quilts, ancient Hawaiian games, and the birthplace of Queen Kaahumanu. A few miles beyond Hana, the highway ends at the Oheo Gulch, where 7 freshwater pools cascade from natural terraces through the bamboo forests of the Kipahulu Valley. Just beyond at mile marker 41 is the Palapala Ho'omau Congregational Church and the gravesite of aviator Charles Lindbergh, a Hana resident until his death in 1974. With more than 30 miles of paved roads in one town, Lanai appeals with its natural and unspoiled beauty. Built in 1924 as a company town, Lanai City is a pleasant place to stroll to shops, galleries, and cafes clustered around Dole Park, a central plaza shaded by towering Cook Island pines. With the island's most accessible beach, Hulapoi Bay is a great place for swimming and snorkeling, as well as for viewing spinner dolphins, whales, and other marine life. It's been named America's Best Beach by Dr. Stephen Leatherman, aka Dr. Beach. Kaiolohia, named for an ancient vessel that sits abandoned offshore, is an 8-mile stretch of sand on the northwest coastline. Beautiful white sand Polihua Beach on the island's northwest shore is a nesting ground for green sea turtles. On the way to Polihua is Lanai's most popular attraction, Keahiaka Velo, an arresting landscape of moon-like buttes and spires where natural minerals in the soil have produced shades of red, lavender, brown, ochre, and purple. If you add this to your client's plans, be sure to book them with a 4-wheel drive vehicle or a tour for this trip. On the southwest shore, the remains of Kauno'olu, an ancient fishing village and place of refuge, sit high on a bluff overlooking the ocean. Clients will find petroglyphs, a heiau or temple, and other fascinating remains. North and central Molokai. One of the world's most isolated and beautiful spots, Kalaupapa National Historic Park, is devoted to the history of St. Damien and his work with the sufferers of Hansen's disease in the 19th century. The Belgian priest was canonized and became the Hawaiian Islands' first saint. Although still a restricted area, visitors who are 16 and older can take guided tours of the park with Damien Tours. A thrilling way to reach Kalaupapa is by taking a mule ride down the 26 switchbacks on a very steep cliff where there are breathtaking views of the peninsula below and the world's highest sea cliffs. Clients can also view the peninsula from the Kalaupapa Lookout at Pala'au State Park. Managed by the Nature Conservancy, the Komako Preserve is a 3,000-acre refuge for 250 rare plants, most of them unique to Hawaii. Guided hikes by the Conservancy should be booked far in advance. Near the entrance to the preserve, the Waikolu Valley Lookout offers a sweeping panorama of steep-sided canyons with cascading waterfalls, fern grottos, and wild ginger. Clients will need a 4-wheel drive vehicle to reach the preserve. Also in this part of the island are 2 attractions that celebrate its agricultural heritage. At the R.W. Meyer Sugar Mill Museum at Molokai Museum and Culture Center, visitors can tour a restored 19th century sugar mill that's the oldest in Hawaii. At Coffees of Hawaii, a 100-acre coffee plantation offers an espresso bar and gift shop. Konakakai is a genuine country town of tin-roof buildings where visitors can shop for souvenirs, island-grown coffee, and macadamia nuts, and sample the famous Molokai sweetbread at Kanemitsu Bakery. Konakakai Harbor boasts the longest fishing pier in the state and is also a place where clients will find an array of fishing, snorkeling, whale watching, and sightseeing excursions. The long reef that extends from the harbor along the south shore is brimming with marine life. Heading east from Konakakai along Highway 450 is a lovely and historical coastal drive past 2 19th century churches built by St. Damien. St. Damien St. Joseph Church and Our Lady of Sorrow Church. Also along the way are ancient heiau temple sites, mango groves, secluded beaches, and ancient Hawaiian fish ponds undergoing restoration. The route leads to the Halava Valley, the most accessible of Molokai's remote valleys, and a wonderful place to experience the culture and swimming at a beach park where the mouth of the Halava stream flows into the ocean. Guided hikes with a cultural interpreter are a great way for your clients to fully experience this special valley that's a living classroom. Hopefully, now you can start to envision all the incredible options that await your clients on our islands. In the next chapter, we'll explore activities and events, and then in the closing chapter, we'll bring it all together to help you create some itineraries for your customers. Be sure to check support materials in the resource library for all the useful Share Your Aloha information that you'll definitely want to pass on.
All right, guys, last one, because I forgot we have another meeting at 4. So let's do this one, and then we'll finish the other one later. So Maui, Molokai, and Lanai are collectively known as Maui Nui, Greater Maui, and are all part of Maui County. Lahaina's historic attractions reflect its importance as whaling port and capital of the Hawaiian Kingdom in the early 19th century. Maui's Halakala National Park and the nearby upcountry towns offer much for visitors to explore. Lanai is known for its unspoiled beaches and lush interior landscapes, and Molokai lets visitors step back in time with its quaint small towns, historic churches, and cultural sites. All right, let's do the test, guys. The islands of Maui Nui were originally part of a single landmass.
That's true, because they split.
Which statement is true about Maui? Third largest Hawaiian island, offers ferries to Molokai, but not Lanai. Kuala Airport is the major gateway.
That's Kalui, yeah.
It's the airport.
How much time should visitors typically allow? 3 to 4 hours, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Which site in Maui is known as a spectacular place to view the sunset?
Yes.
Sunset. Which of the following is not an important historical site in Maui Nui?
The lighthouse.
Thank you. Very good. Which of the following is an important cultural heritage site in Molokai?
The valley.
Valley, very good. Woo, we got this one. Lanai offers a convenient shuttle transportation system.
True.
Yay, we passed. Next section. Okay, guys. So again,
Can you go over the first two?
I do have to get off because we have somebody else using my Zoom. So don't know if you guys want to get back on later. If you want me to just finish it off and have it recorded, you guys let me know.
Marnie, someone had questions on the first 2 answers of the last quiz.
Okay, go ahead. What were the questions?
Oh, what were they?
What were the answers?
I was trying to see what the number 2 is. Which statement is true about Maui? Is it the
airport?
Okay. Thank you.
And then this is 3 to 4 hours. This one is the national park. This one is, what was it?
The lighthouse.
Lighthouse, that's it. And this one is
The valley.
the valley.
Top.
And this one is true? True. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, guys, so I'll go ahead and finish it just so you guys, I mean, unless you guys want to do it with me, I can let you know when I'm going to finish it. Just don't know where everybody's at that you can see when I invite people. So let me know what you guys think. I think, are we almost done, Diane?
I have no idea. I'm on chapter 8.
I'll get back on later, guys. I'll let you know. Thank you guys for joining me. And I'm going to end the recording now. And then